Impact Wrestling presents Against All Odds. Live June 9th on Impact Plus and Fight.
We touched on their pre-TNA history and the X-Factor bullet points. But for Christopher Daniels, his match back in 2001 against AJ Styles at the NWA's 53rd anniversary event still haunts him 4 years later. Consensus opinion of many wrestling experts is that Daniels put Styles on the wrestling map that night. Since then, AJ's done it all. The poster boy for TNA, in the words of Daniels. But tonight, Daniels has the chance to use that rage and jealousy against Styles.
Think about it, Mike. He has waited for this opportunity from the day he entered TNA. A chance to not only be X Division champ, a chance to beat this man right here for the title. The first time these two have ever locked up for the X Division title. And think about it, mano a mano, one-on-one, but AJ Styles has held this belt 4 times. He's won it every way imaginable.
No matter how Daniels spins it, there's no denying the phenomenal list of accomplishments for AJ Styles. Not just the only Triple Crown winner in TNA history, as NWA Tag Champ, NWA World Champ, and of course X Division Champion, but also voted Mr. TNA 2003 and 2004 by the most important critics of all. You, ladies and gentlemen, you, the TNA viewers, the TNA fans, at our website, TNAWrestling.com. All of these claims by Daniels about favoritism from Dusty Rhodes, these claims about protection by TNA management, they ring hollow to me because now, Don, all the talking, all the posturing, it's history. It's time to prove who's the best. What better way to do that than a 30-minute Iron Man match?
Think about it, Mike, because I'm listening to you going over all of AJ's accomplishments. He's not only done everything in TNA, including win Mr. TNA, he's done them all twice. Heavyweight championship, tag team championships, X Division championships 4 times. The guy's just good. Has it ever occurred to Christopher Daniels that he's just good?
This is the chance here for Daniels to prove to the world that he can really fuel that jealousy that he has. He can prove the claim that he is the most talented man in the X Division, and at the same time, he could become X Division champion for the first time.
Mike, I gotta ask you, what is the strategy here? Because you have no choice. You've gotta go 30 minutes. Most pinfalls or submissions in that time period wins this match. So how do you pace yourself? Obviously, these guys aren't worried about pacing themselves. They came out like Hagler and Hearns, the way they come out at each other. What is the strategy?
Well, you know, Daniels told us on Impact he would have absolutely no problem going the 30 minutes of the Iron Man rules. But Don, I think at the same time, the mental aspect of this match, it tells me that it would be so important to get that first fall, to prove something to your opponent. And really, at that time, once you go up 1-0, then you can change your strategy. It's going to be interesting to see who gets the first fall in this match.
Just think if you could be lucky enough to get like a 2-fall edge or a 3-fall edge, then I think you almost have to go into kind of a stall. I mean, the X Division title on the line. Wow, that was almost number 1 right there. AJ's got him!
Rolls through and gets just a 2 count from referee Thomas. Another quick roll up by Styles and yet another 2 count.
I'll tell you what, I know how you think of AJ Styles. I know how I think of AJ Styles. You cannot do anything but respect him, but we also have an incredible respect for the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels. This guy is one phenomenal athlete. I've always called him the greatest athlete that's not won the X Division. And this is his chance finally. He might fight a little dirty sometimes, but I'll tell you something. He is so good, he's so crisp, he's so clean and fluid.
And so smart.
Thank you.
Daniels in his early 30s, 12 years as a pro. Styles in his mid-
Oh my
God!
AJ!
I was just going to mention that Daniels has twice the experience of Styles, and right mid-sentence, AJ unleashes one of the fiercest drop kicks I've seen.
Boy, he just didn't hold out at all. Oh, look at this, AJ! Right off of the ring apron, Hurricane runs him into the concrete floor.
Comes running right off the apron, darts off in one move, hits the Hurricane Rana on Daniels.
Oh, that was unbelievable. We gotta see that again. Well, if we have a chance, I don't know if these guys are going to give us much opportunity for replays.
Yeah, we don't want to miss something important live, guys, on the truck. Let's see what happens here. Exchange of chops on the arena floor.
Ooh, nice elbow right there by Daniels and a follow-up one by Styles.
Oh, what a forearm shot that was. Stiff shots from both champion and challenger.
We see this thing culminating the entire month. Every time on Impact, these two, they couldn't keep their hands off each other. And obviously the hatred that Christopher Daniels feels for AJ, he feels that AJ gets favoritism. The reason that he feels that way, or the reason that people see it that way, is because AJ is so good. He wins so often. He's held so many titles. Well, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best, and that's what the Fallen Angels got to do tonight. Oh, nice flip.
Deep arm drag by the X Division champion Styles. Opportunity here to neutralize the challenger. At the same time, catch your breath and formulate strategy. But what have we said about AJ through the years, Don? Is there anyone better at reacting instinctively on their feet?
No, I'll tell you what, it's amazing. We'll see him do some things that you feel like he's done. He's down and out, and all of a sudden, he'll find a way to turn the momentum, turn the tide, and nobody sees it happening, as you see right here. They are just going back and forth and back and forth.
Side head scissors applied by Daniels, using his leg strength.
Look how he's smacking his leg right there to apply a little bit more pressure down there onto the neck.
You would think long term, it would really be to your advantage.
Oh, did you see that by AJ?
I did. Springs up to his feet and answers with an arm drag. You would think that one of your strategies has to be to try and take the wind away from your opponent in a match that's scheduled for 30 minutes, Don. Once this thing gets past the 20-minute mark, and again, this is Iron Man rules. 30-minute time limit, bottom line, most falls in that 30 minutes. Walks away the champion as you see the clock back on the screen as we go under 25 minutes.
Think about the action we've already seen, and it's only been 5 minutes. These guys have got to go 30, and there's not been a pinfall yet. You mentioned it earlier, Mike. Somebody needs to get one quickly, because that just gives you such a great advantage. It starts to get into the mind of the other one, too, if the time's running out. But there's still plenty of time. You've got to pick your spots. You don't want to go for something and miss it and give a pin to the other guy.
It's really something you have to think about in terms of using a high-risk move. Because if you do not connect on a move, and you're right, if you give your opponent a pin or a submission win, you're really behind it right from the start, down 1 zip.
The last thing you want to do is give up a pin on a quick roll-up, somewhere they just catch you off guard. But these guys are so good, it's just hard to believe that can happen.
Pair of kicks to the side of the head by Styles.
Ooh, right to the back. Oh, look at this.
Drilling in with another kick and then goes right back for the cover. And this is very wise strategy by Styles. Why not go for that pin?
Oh, he's gone for 3 of them right in a row. He feels like one of these he might get. One of these is going to stick. I mean, Daniels has got to be concentrating on making sure he keeps getting that shoulder up. And look at what AJ's doing, pulling on the arm, just taking the arm and pulling it out of the shoulder socket right there.
Yeah, trying to hyperextend the elbow at the same time as well as work on the shoulder. Armbar applied here by Styles.
I mean, think about what AJ's doing. It's a smart move. I mean, who's going to go 30 minutes if their shoulders separated? I mean, that's not a bad strategy.
Daniels fights out of the hammerlock, series of elbows. Oh, what a forearm smash, but you can see him favoring the arm.
Yep, he sure did. He took that shoulder and, man, he just yanked on it. It cost him right there. He's going to have to figure out a way to block that out. You can see him. Man, he's grabbing that elbow.
Another arm drag by Styles sends Daniels out to the floor. Watch AJ fly.
Here he comes. Oh, he goes through. He went right through the ropes and just kicks him and nails him right into the concrete floor. Unreal.
Another stiff drop kick by Styles right into the face of Daniels.
What's he going to do right here?
Got from the top.
Oh.
Rethinks things.
Well, if it doesn't work, you just don't do it. Oh, man.
Maybe on second thought you do.
I'll tell you what, it was almost like Daniels was daring him. Just daring him, and AJ said, all right, I'll do it anyway. Let's see if we can see that again, how high he gets up right here. And he's coming down from so high that you knew, no matter what, it was going to cost Daniels.
Watch the spring, quickly to the top, and then look at the contact. Well, you're right, he went way up into the lights, and then hit him with the cross body block.
I think it could almost look like Daniels was going to try to catch him and fling him back. And at the last moment, AJ just kind of gave that little elbow a little flip.
Oh, we're back live.
Oh,
man. Did you see
right,
what happened
yes.
there? Did you see that? AJ was going to go for a slingshot or springboard move, I'm not sure which. But Daniels positioned the referee, Andrew Thomas, in his path. At that time, Styles had to rethink the move. And that momentary delay and distraction allowed Daniels to do the punishment.
Well, that's what we're talking about. We talked about how AJ thinks on his feet. Obviously, Christopher Daniels has that same ability. And now, when he shot him into that rail, now you see AJ is reeling. AJ's mind is cloudy right here, and Christopher Daniels is going to take advantage of it.
Yeah, notice the strategy here that we're seeing
the
by
elbow.
Daniels.
Look at the elbow,
He's
though.
favoring it. But did you notice what he was working on? The ribs and the midsection of Styles.
Ooh,
And
yeah,
right
there it
back
is
to
again.
Really double effect when you work on the ribs of AJ. Number one, you take away his win, and number two, you might set him up for the Angels' wings.
Oh, look at that. And there he is, applying the pressure again. My good call. As that's exactly what he's doing. He's focusing on that. And, I mean, it's good strategy. AJ did it, working on the elbow. He's doing it, working on the ribs. You got 30 minutes out there. You got to figure out a way to get the advantage in your favor.
First, it was the shoulder blocks in the corner. Then the series of knees to the chest. Measures Styles and drills him right in the back. Big clubbing blow.
Well, you can get the ribs on the backside, too. Think about it. Just wanting to get him bruised on every side of his body right here. Oh, look at that. Just
see there, he opens him up. It's so easy for him to drive that knee into the ribs as we approach the 20-minute mark. What a knee to the midsection that
this
time.
is exactly what Christopher Daniels needed, and now you can see AJ. I mean, think about it. We're just caught up in this match, but they've just gone 10 minutes right there. And they've got 20 more to go.
2 and no.
I mean, the last time these two were in the ring together here at TNA, it was a 10-minute match where Christopher Daniels challenged him.
Well, you're right, Don. It was on that Impact broadcast. He got into the mind of AJ.
And remember how tired they were after that? They've got to do that like 2 more times.
Daniels survived that 10-minute match and was able to get this title shot from the Director of Authority, Dusty Rhodes. But look at the landing. Where did he land?
Right
on those ribs.
Yes, he did. And I'm going to tell you something. The wind, it's got to be out of him. When your ribs are hurting like that, and who knows, they might be cracked. Definitely bruised. Every time you breathe, as he nails his shoulder right into him again, every time you breathe, it's like a knife going through your body.
How many times have you heard athletes and wrestlers talk about that fact? Just trying to compete with a broken rib. Off the ropes, Daniels cover, no.
The only thing that saved AJ Styles that time was that Daniels didn't catch the ropes clean, because he would have got a pin right there, because he would have had a lot more force and a lot more momentum. AJ's got to consider himself lucky.
Daniels cranking on the neck of AJ while at the same time having his knee positioned across his stomach and across his ribs. AJ going to try and get back up to a vertical base. He gets up to one knee, met by a knee from Daniels. Champion shot off into the ropes.
Ooh, nice kick right there by AJ. Oh, that's what you do. I'll tell you something, Daniels was in such control. It was almost just, you felt like, is AJ going to be able to turn this around? And man, he just did.
The telegraph of the back body drop by Daniels, it really hurt him because it enabled Styles to connect first with the kick and then with the clothesline as we take another look.
Look at that, there he sets him up with the kick, and now wham, wow, just sets him right down to the mat, and I mean, that was vicious. Think about the force of Daniels' head hitting the man, look at that! Now AJ Styles has just showed him the repertoire.
Spin kick connects. AJ trying to catch his breath off the ropes. Springs off the middle of the back
look how
and
good he is.
Drops him down, inverted DDT. Here's the pin attempt. Here's 2 and no! Still no falls in the match, Don.
You know, think about it. I didn't know how this was going to go. I thought there might be 5 or 6 right there as we think about the time that's remaining. There's got to be about, what, 17 minutes?
In that neighborhood, I would think 17, 18 minutes.
Left
elevated suplex here. Oh, man! Dropped him down. Pin. Legs hook. 2 and no!
Did he get it? No!
Powered out. Daniels used his leg strength that time. Dug down deep and powered out at 2.
I'll tell you something there. 13 minutes these guys have already gone. And I don't think these two have ever been in a match, well, ever been in more than a couple matches that have gone over 13 minutes without one of them winning with a pin. And neither one of them has gotten a pin on the other one.
forearm shot by Daniels, but Styles...
Oh, man, what a shot by AJ.
Answers with a backdrop suplex. AJ still trying to regroup here, though. Doesn't even go for a pin attempt. He's been worn down from all of the offensive attack directed towards the ribs by the Fallen Angel.
Think about this. AJ's in pain every time he breathes. Christopher Daniels has that elbow. Every time he uses it, he has to feel the twinge in that.
It's all about proving that you are the Iron Man.
Good point.
Because you can survive and thrive in a 30-minute time limit match.
Oh, what a shot right there by Daniels, and he gives him another one.
AJ, precarious position up on top. Can he follow up those forearms by trying to superplex him back in?
Think about that. You're also trying to get your balance up there. You've already been going for 14 minutes or whatnot, and it's hard to keep your balance. That's why we've seen them slip. But AJ's got his balance there. Oh! And did Daniels get the knees up? Yes, he did.
And where did he connect?
Right into the rib.
AJ goes top rope 450. But Daniels was prepared, and
There it is!
Angel's wings! Could this be it? Rolls him over, Styles
One,
right through.
two, he's got one!
He did it, he got the first fall. Now think, Don, think how this mentally affects Styles as we see the scoreboard at the bottom of the screen illustrating that Daniels takes a 1-0 lead. Let's take another look at the first fall, Don.
Look at that, and there he gets the knees up just in time, and that allowed him to hit the Angel's wings right here, and oh, was that vicious? As he spins him over right now, and oh man, Daniels almost got a second pin right there.
Yeah, now as we come back live,
We need to see the clock right here to see where we're at.
think of the strategy involved in this match, Don.
There
As
it
we
is.
see the clock winding down to the halfway point as we approach 15 minutes left.
Think about this, we've only gone halfway through this match.
But the strategies of the wrestlers change here, Don, because I think so. Mentally, I think Daniels, his confidence level rises. AJ, at the same time, you can't go into desperation mode yet, but you have to realize that you're down 1-0.
Well, think about this too, Mike. If Christopher Daniels finds a way to go up 2-0, then it's going to start playing into the mind of AJ Styles, because he can't just worry about getting 1 to tie. He's got to get 2 to tie and 3 to win. And I don't know that anybody can do that right now with the way these guys are going.
Boy, a 2-fall lead under these
Almost
circumstances.
insurmountable.
It might be insurmountable with the clock winding down as we approach the 14-minute mark.
I'm going to tell you, it wouldn't surprise me right now to see Christopher Daniels take advantage every chance he
Look
can
back.
to get to burn off some clock. Oh, the ribs have just got to be wore out by AJ.
Unique move by Daniels. He points, obviously, to where his wristwatch would be, knowing that the time is winding down. Pin attempt and another near fall, another 2 count for the challenger.
AJ Styles fights it off, and I'll tell you something, as we've gone through 14 minutes of this match,
How about 16?
I'm sorry, 16 minutes of this match, 14 to go.
And now shot off into the
No!
Daniels,
Nice
able to
move
land
by
on his
Daniels.
feet.
Oh, but AJ gets a hold of him.
Elevated him with a back body drop.
AJ has got to get a pin. He's got to tie things up here. If he does, it will completely change his strategy. But look at this, he can't even breathe. Oh, look at the counter right there. I'm telling you, Daniels pulling on the neck, pulling on the ribs. I mean, look, he's
That's it.
extending him back.
It's a basic move, the abdominal stretch, but you add into the fact that he's cranking on the neck of Styles, and at the same time, think of the pain that's been inflicted on the ribs of the champion to this point, and it makes a move like the abdominal stretch doubly or triply effective.
And think about this, if he can get AJ Styles to submit right here, he takes a 2-0 lead.
And that
Oh,
would be,
look at this.
That would be an uphill mountain for the champ to climb. Repeated shots out of the abdominal stretch into the exposed ribs of Styles.
I'll tell you what, I'm not going to give it to Daniels yet, because we know what AJ Styles can do. We've seen it so many times. But let me tell you something, the time is ticking away. You don't get a chance to call a timeout here.
Hip toss takeover by Styles.
Oh, it's amazing that he can even find the strength to do that,
You
Mike.
can see it hurt him though.
Oh, absolutely.
Just using that effort.
Oh, nice one right there by Daniels. Everything these guys are doing right now hurts.
Dropped him. Ribs
One,
across the
two.
ropes and
Did he get it? No.
Just 2.
Oh, you can see Daniels knows what that would have meant. 18 minutes he's gone through this. He's got a 1-0 lead. 12 minutes to go.
The strategy employed by the challenger, the fallen angel Christopher Daniels, it's been picture perfect to this point. And you saw Daniels look up at the big screen here on one of the sides of the impact zone and realizes that we are under 12 minutes in this 30-minute Iron Man match. Most falls wins. Daniels up 1-0 and again elevates him, drops him down, knee right into the ribs and the pin, and no.
I'll tell you what, it's just relentless. He's going for those ribs every single time. He's not only just trying to beat AJ Styles, he's trying to put him out of TNA. He's trying to keep him from being back in that ring for months, because I'm going to tell you something. If the damage is as extensive as it looks on AJ's face, there's no telling what's happening out there.
Styles lands on his
Well, you got to be kidding.
handspring, back elbow connects.
Then again, AJ Styles does the unthinkable. We've never seen, when was the last time we saw him do that?
Boy, what a move that was. I don't know, but we're gonna get another look at it.
Look at this. Oh, man.
Right on target, too.
And no way Daniels could see it coming.
Daniels, however, first man up to his feet.
Oh.
AJ fighting it off.
Ooh, nice kick, because he's going to have to just get some fire.
That one rocked him.
It
the
did.
first two shocked him to the legs, but then that one to the side of the head.
No, right on the
Oh, my
knee.
God.
This is his chance. You got to turn around and pin him if you want to tie
And
it
here he
up.
goes.
One,
Count two.
No, he fights it off.
Wow. The challenger came to against all odds, more prepared, Don, than I think we've ever seen anyone in an X Division Challengers Roll springboard.
Oh, man, and he came off the ropes right there.
Way
No
across
wonder
the
he
ring.
can keep his balance.
Flying forearm leads to
One, two. No, Daniels just able to get the shoulder up.
What does the clock say? We're approaching the final 1/3 of this match. JB's going to announce it as we go under 10 minutes in the Iron Man X Division title bout.
Oh, man, the crowd now sensing that something is about to happen right here. Christopher Daniels, somebody that everybody's talked about how good he is, how talented he is, but there's only been one thing in his way, and that's the phenomenal AJ Styles.
We saw this move earlier by Styles. Now Daniels connects and gets two, and
no, Daniels not able to get the pin
would
right
that
there.
have been big?
Oh, I mean,
could you imagine
now.
inside 10 minutes to go up 2-0? Daniels in the lead, 1 fall to none.
What is going through their minds right now?
I'm thinking that AJ at this point has got to be almost on the verge of pulling out all the stops.
Oh, well, that was unreal. That's it. Two. He's going to, AJ able to kick out. Did you see him get that shoulder up? No way.
That great move by Daniels, that Blue Thunder driver as he drove him down into the power bomb. But no, AJ able to avoid the pin and kick out at 2 as we're under 9 minutes. Suplex attempt by Daniels, blocked by Styles. He won't let him take him over. As much as Daniels tries to power him over, AJ instead answers, but Daniels lands on his feet miraculously.
And gives him a nice back shot. Oh, he hit him with the Pele! Out of nowhere, the Pele! How does he even got the strength to do it?
Daniels is knocked out, but AJ at the same time, he connected with the desperation.
We gotta see
move,
that!
But he's unable to regroup and go for the pin, and that may be a big,
Look
big
at
part of
this!
this match.
Watch this, there's just no way! Is that a thing of beauty or what?
You can watch,
Wow.
you can watch tapes, you can plan, you can strategize all you want, but when AJ pulls out a move like that out of nowhere, it's almost impossible to defend it. Mid-ring forearm shot by Styles, and then another one.
You just never see it coming.
We're under 8
Look
minutes.
at this! Look at, he's got desperation here! He's got to get a pin!
Rapid fire forearm shots by Styles has Daniels down to a knee. AJ off the ropes. Gonna take him out.
Oh!
Dropped him down out of the fireman's carry.
A lot of people, I think, thought this thing might be like 6-5 or 5-4. Can you imagine there's only been one pin in this match?
Is he gonna go for the BME?
Oh, he's going for the best moonsault ever. And he land on his feet. You gotta be kidding. Oh!
German
what force.
suplex by Styles. Maintains his grip. Takes him up. Daniels lands on his feet again.
I'll tell you
Shot
what.
to the back and
If you're not impressed with both of these great athletes, then you don't have a soul. Oh, nice kick right there by AJ. Oh, and he hits it with the Angel's Wing.
He just used his own move. Can he beat him with his own move?
2. No, he get it up.
No, was it 2?
2, he didn't get it. Come on. That was 3, and the crowd watched 3.
How much closer can you get? He was on the verge of beating Daniels with his own Angel's Wings finisher.
Oh, man. Well, that's what you got to do, though. You scout the other guy. You know everything about him.
And if that wasn't 3, it was 2 9 tenths.
I don't know on that.
Crowd at the impact zone.
I give Andrew Thomas
on their
credit.
feet. Many people here standing out of, I think, appreciation for these 2 incredible athletes who are putting it all on the line.
He's gonna try to get a Styles Clay. Oh! No way, Daniel's not gonna let him do it.
Maybe Styles really there shouldn't have postured and played to the crowd with the Styles Clash, because that enabled Daniels to just drive him right into the corner turnbuckles.
Oh, AJ's hurting. He's got no wind.
And Don, we're approaching 6 minutes.
Look at AJ!
Roll up. This
Here's
could be
1, 2. AJ just tied it up.
He just did it. 1 fall apiece as we go under 6 minutes. Wow.
Unbelievable. Now that changes everything.
Whole complexion of the match changes at this point.
Look at Daniels. He's saying, come on, I got it up.
Oh, did
man.
you hear that?
Oh, he just knocked him right through the ropes.
The impact of that shot to the back by Daniels. It sent Styles flying, and he went all the way out to the floor.
As we see 5 minutes left in the match. A little over 5 minutes.
Daniels now drops down as well, headed over to the broadcast table. Wait a minute.
What's he doing? He's right here.
He's got the X Division title belt.
There's
That's
5
AJ's
minutes
belt.
left.
He said, that's my belt.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
my God. He went
gets
head first right into the steel.
Oh, he just creamed him into there. And you can see the 10-second count. He gets back into the ring.
Oh, look at, I don't know if we can get a close-up of this, but I think AJ's been busted. He's been busted wide open. Look at his forehead.
There it is.
He threw him head first right into the steel. Unprotected steel.
He sure did. He caught him, and he caught right onto the corner of that pole.
And he split him wide open.
Oh, folks, this is just taking another twist. AJ Styles is dizzy. He's reeling. Daniels has got to get him back in that ring.
And we're approaching the 4.5-minute mark of this
look
Iron
at
Man
that.
rules match as the blood flows down the face of the X Division champ.
Take the little children out of the room, folks. This has just gotten bloody.
Daniels realizes that you can't beat him out on the floor. You got to get him back into the ring and get the pin.
Oh, he knows it. He knows how close it is. AJ Styles just had his bell rung. He's completely discombobulated. I mean, he doesn't even know where he is.
And we go under 4 minutes. Pin attempt.
One,
Here's two.
Oh, somehow he gets a
How did he do it?
up. No, I don't know.
Did you see?
Oh, look at this. Just smacking him right there where he busted him open.
Shot after shot to the top of the head. The challenger, Christopher Daniels, in a 1-1 situation, tied with AJ Styles. The X Division title goes to the winner of this Iron Man match. Whoever gets the most falls in the 30 minutes. The headbutt, again, right into the open wound.
3 minutes and 24 seconds,
God.
and he just headbutts him one after another. Oh, he knows he's got him where he wants him, but he better be careful of the clock.
The repeated offensive attack to the ribs, it winded Styles early, but now the loss of blood is something we have to take into consideration as well.
Oh, I've respected everything that Christopher Daniels has done in this match. I really have. These guys have been warriors, but I just think that's a little cheap right now.
Under 3 minutes, Don.
Look at that, licking his, see that?
He used a closed fist. He drove it right into the open wound, and then he licked the blood off of his knuckles.
Well, there's no way referee Andrew Thomas is going to disqualify him after 27.5 minutes. There's just no way.
Let them decide it. Let the two wrestlers decide it. Let's not have a referee call for a disqualification. AJ in trouble, barely able to stand.
Oh, look at, you see that? He just was, he was.
STO leads to just
did he get it?
No, only 2.
How did AJ kick out of that?
I'm not sure.
He looked like a deer caught in the headlights when Daniels hit him. That was instinct. That was just gut reaction.
AJ has to use the ring ropes even to get up to his feet at this point.
Oh, man, vicious.
Vicious headbutt. That was the word I was using at the same time. As we go under 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 2 minutes remain.
He's just trying to knock the life out of him so he can get a quick pin. Oh, Christopher Daniels in total control. There it is.
Pin,
1, 2.
No!
Wow, man. How?
Every time that he headbutts AJ, the blood just flies all over the ring.
I mean, AJ's got to hang on any way that he can. And look at that, he's just bleeding like a stuck pig.
And Daniels, as we go under a minute and a half.
Think about this. What if the referee
Is he gonna go
stops
for
this?
Angel's wings here?
Oh, he's got to. Wait a minute. What's he trying? Oh, yes, he is.
Angel's wings attempt.
Oh, look at AJ.
AJ's out. He can't even bring him up to his feet.
AJ's fighting for everything he's got right here. He knows that he's got to hold on. AJ knows he's not going to get a pin here.
We're under a minute.
He's got, oh, wait a minute. Look at this. As he starts fighting back.
Forearms leads to punches. Right hands to the head. AJ off the ropes.
Oh, what a shot by, here it is.
Oh no! He's got him hooked in the clutch! The Koji clutch! The many years that Daniels has spent in Japan! A move that was originated by the Japanese wrestler Koji Kanemoto!
And the blood's spurting out even more!
It's a variation of the sleeper!
Oh,
it's
man.
a sleeper type move, Don! It takes away your win, but you can see the blood squirting out! We're under 15 seconds!
Can he hold on?
AJ!
12 seconds! 10!
Fight
9!
AJ!
8! Look at this! 5! 4! 3! 2!
Is AJ out?
1!
What do we got here?
What's going on?
Well, it's one fall apiece, Don. You see referee Thomas says no.
Well, Daniels is claiming that that's got to be submission right there.
AJ didn't tap. That's what referee Thomas is saying.
Well, but if you're going to make a decision, what other decision can you make?
Well, what are we going to do here? What do we have? I guess we have a draw. It's a
wait a
title of the
minute.
draw. That's it.
No!
One fall apiece. And in a draw, the title goes back to the champion,
Dusty
AJ.
Rhodes, I want sudden death. I had AJ Styles beat.
He's calling out the
There
director of
needs to be a
authority.
winner, Dusty. Don't protect AJ anymore. You want to see sudden death?
Oh!
Well, you got it. Sudden death it is.
I think
right
that's
now.
unanimous. Turn him loose, Dream.
I'll tell you what, we might see death, period. AJ Styles is dead on his feet. But you gotta respect Dusty Rhodes.
Guys in the truck, there's no need to put up a clock. It's sudden death. Next fall wins it. Next fall,
AJ
whoever
had to,
scores it walks out of the impact zone and walks out of Against All Odds as the X Division champ.
think about it, AJ had to figure it was over. He had to figure a draw stayed to the champion. He had to figure he did everything he could because Daniels didn't take the title from him. And now he's out there
Pin.
defenseless.
Pin 2.
It's over.
No, it
he's
isn't.
come out, kicks out. Unbelievable.
Don't ever count out the phenomenal AJ Styles. No matter how much he's been weakened by the attack to the ribs, by the high impact moves, and by the loss of blood, AJ's still fighting through.
Oh, I'll tell you what, this is all Daniels, though. AJ is just dead on his feet. I know I just said that a minute ago, but I don't know any other way to describe it. He can't even keep his balance on the ropes. He's lost blood. His ribs have got to be absolutely like mush. And look at Daniels.
High risk position. And
Oh, AJ, what a counter.
he went for the Hurricane Rana from the top of Super
And
Hurricane.
then he hits it.
AJ
Oh, wait a-
instead, quick roll up.
Is he going for the clash?
If he's got enough strength, if he's got enough power, dig down deep.
Here he
AJ.
goes. Where he hits it.
Styles
No way.
roll over and pin him.
1, 2, AJ's got it.
How about that?
Superhuman effort. That was a superhuman effort. There is no way. I think Daniels got a little greedy. He got a little
resolution that TNA raises the bar for these Sunday 3-hour mega pay-per-view events, and damn it, we did it again!
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the X Division Championship of the World. About to make his way to the ring, from the Isle of Samoa, he is the undefeated Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe.
And I can't get that visual out of my mind on as I see him come to the ring with the towel that's just covered in the blood of the fallen angel Christopher Daniels. Daniels remains sidelined 1 month after being brutalized by his quote-unquote partner.
And introducing his opponent, he is the current reigning and defending X Division Champion of the World from Gainesville, Georgia. He is the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Since the inception of TNA's X Division back in June of the year 2002, this man, the phenomenal AJ Styles, has been the most dominant and the most decorated member of the No Limits division. He was the first X Division champ. He's the current title holder. When you add in 3 other stints as champ, that's 5 X Division title reigns. No other wrestler has more than 2. That's dominant.
Well, you throw in the other championships that this man has possessed. This is a guy who is successful on every level. That's why you're not surprised when an AJ Styles throws out the gauntlet, throws out the challenge to a Samoa Joe. What he saw sickened him. What he saw Samoa Joe become, as far as he was concerned, that went beyond anything that he stood for as a wrestler. And this is his chance to show everybody what the X Division is all about in his mind.
Wow, check out a preemptive strike here by the champ. Styles on the attack just moments before the bell, and look at AJ take it to Samoa Joe.
Well, that's what AJ Styles does. He gets in so many different ways, and he just came out, and look at that intensity. Look at that drive. I mean, Samoa Joe doesn't even know what hit him right there. Whatever was in Samoa Joe's game plan.
Wow!
Just snap suplex on him right there. Wow.
He just took 280 pounds over with a snap suplex. Well, we're seeing a side of AJ Styles that we haven't seen before. Either this kind of intensity right at the opening bell, and that's the way you counter what Samoa Joe has done. Think about this unbeaten streak for Samoa Joe, Don. 6 months and counting. 6 months worth of matches in TNA and no losses.
Nobody one-on-one has beaten Samoa Joe since he has entered into TNA.
I got no respect
I'll tell you something. If there's one person that doesn't even care about that streak, that's AJ Styles. He's just, this is about pride in his mind. And I'll tell you something. He's been in that ring with Samoa Joe right here. He knows what he has. And if anybody can adapt, it's AJ. But then again, Samoa Joe hasn't gone undefeated for nothing.
Quick leapfrog over by Styles. You talk about a knockout! You talk about a knockout blow! The drop kick just felled Samoa Joe like a big oak tree, knocked him right down to the mat.
Oh, man!
Well, this is something that we have not seen in the 6 months of Samoa Joe in TNA. Somebody taking the offense like this to him, and somebody being this successful.
And dominating. I mean, you know, it's just, it's AJ Styles at his best. He knows what kind of game plan he needs. The thing about it is he cannot let Samoa Joe use his size. He cannot let Samoa Joe shorten that ring, that 6-sided ring to his advantage. He's got to use his speed, his agility, and stay out of the grip of Samoa Joe just like that.
And he just used his quickness right there. You're talking about speed, agility, quickness goes along with that as he quickly moved out of the way to avoid the charging Samoa Joe. He had AJ lined up for a shot with the knee.
Just gotten word with James Storm, it's a possible concussion. They've got him in a neck brace. Of course, they're going to take him for further tests. We'll give you more information as we get it.
Thank you, guys. Thanks so much for that update on James Storm.
Oh man! Look at the intensity! Oh, Joe! He got it! These are the most vicious kicks I've ever seen!
Stiff, lethal, shot after shot from Samoa Joe. He measures AJ.
Oh, and he just sends him right through the ring. Oh, man, it was almost like the light bulb went on to Samoa Joe. And he was like, wait a minute. I don't get humiliated like this. I'm the one who's dominant, and man, did he turn it on.
Well, you're right. Almost as if he got a wake-up call from the quick offense of AJ off the top of this match. And Samoa Joe comes right back and counters with a series of kicks, brutal shots. And AJ, wow, talk about being on the defensive, but he fights back from his knees with the right hand of the midsection. Rocked him with a forearm shot. And another, but Joe, headbutt from outside. Look out.
Got him right there.
Both men gonna go for a suplex.
AJ fighting it though. AJ fighting it. Look at him.
Hang on, AJ.
Oh, what a move by AJ Styles. Look how he does that. I mean, when you think he's in trouble, he knows the way to counter. And here he goes, but Samoa Joe gets out of the way. Oh! Kicks his feet right out from under him.
And now, look out. Joe's got AJ. Gonna swing him.
Right into the rail.
My God.
That was with such force. I mean, this has just turned into what we knew it would. Samoa Joe knows.
Gonna take another look at this. Check out the impact.
Oh, man.
Whoa. How do you get up from a move like that? Swings him around to add force and then drives him head, neck, and back first into the steel safety rail.
Oh, right into the next rail. Man alive. One right into
Whoa, look out. Joe's got him in his sights.
Oh, no.
No.
AJ's a sitting
Look
duck.
out in the pit. Clear that pit area out because here comes 280-pound freight train.
Look at him. He just begging for him to get up so he can hit him full force. AJ wisely trying to get out there again.
Boy, is that
Here he goes. Oh, and he just nails him with the boot to the face.
Here comes another look. You're right. Telling him, just challenge him to get to his feet, and as soon as he does, Joe drills him with the boot and knocks AJ to his back. Action back in the ring.
Did you notice how Samoa Joe wanted to wait till AJ was facing him? He wanted AJ to see that boot right before it made contact, and man, has the momentum switch as the shots, the stiff kicks of Samoa Joe are absolutely drilling AJ Styles right now.
Think of what Samoa Joe has done. He's taken away so much of the offense from AJ and delivering shots, and it drops down with the knee across the throat and chest.
Man, this guy is just a force.
He's taken AJ out of his game. He doesn't allow AJ to out-quick him. He doesn't allow AJ to go for high-risk moves, and he comes off the ropes and drops the knee with 280 pounds behind it, right across the throat, right across the jaw. Look at AJ.
Oh, he's trying.
You can see he's trying to maneuver his jaw around.
Oh, I don't know that AJ has any sense of what he said. Well, there he goes, throwing the kick right there. He's got to somehow catch his breath and get, but just what he does, a shot like that from Samoa Joe knocks it right back out of you. Look at him, you can see him, he can't breathe.
He's just gasping for air. He's trying to get that breath back into his lungs, because without that, AJ can't do a thing. Quick reversal, shot.
Oh, man.
AJ goes airborne, but Joe caught him instead. Senton backsplash.
AJ Styles just can't seem to win right now. He can't seem to get a break. And Samoa Joe knows it. Samoa Joe now knows that his
pin, barely.
Barely.
Look at referee Andrew Thomas. And Joe's not happy.
No, he's not happy with that at all. It wasn't an emphatic getting the shoulder up.
Barely got the shoulder up.
Getting the shoulder up, but Andrew Thomas saw it. And a guy like AJ Styles gets the benefit of the doubt every time. I'm going to tell you that. A guy who held as many belts as he had.
Reverse chin lock applied now by Samoa Joe. Again at the same time, Don, what this does, it takes AJ out of his game. It doesn't enable him to go to the top ropes. He keeps him neutralized down on the mat, but AJ back up to his feet. Was that a hit?
Yeah, he got a good head
and
shot.
then a series of elbow shots?
I think it was one of those that a lot of people don't realize, but he caught him straight over the head. It reeled Samoa Joe, and that's enabled him now to keep going back and forth. You can see the bloody towel of Christopher Daniels there, but again, Samoa Joe just keeps coming like a freight train.
There's just no defense for a move like that when Joe takes away your quickness, and that's what he's done here to AJ in this X Division title matchup. Grabs him by the head. Unceremoniously just dumps him in the corner, and you know that the face wash is next.
Oh, and there he goes, and that's just some humility.
back up to his feet.
Just toying with him right now.
Kicks at AJ, stands over him like he's totally in charge of this match.
Oh, he knows that this crowd has never seen AJ Styles dominated like this.
Have we?
Never.
And think about it. At the opening of this match, we said we had never seen Samoa Joe dominated like AJ did for the opening few minutes. But man, it's been a lot of Samoa Joe ever since, not including a knife edge chop.
It's been about 3 minutes for AJ and about 9 for Samoa Joe. I mean, once it got turned around, AJ trying to show some life. He just, again,
wow.
It's just not going his way. Nice elbow right there, though. Nice forearm.
Now he's got to, if he can mount a comeback, he's got to start it maybe with a move like that. Caught him first with the forearm shot. But you can see AJ's having a hard time even getting back in through the ring ropes.
He can't do it. He just doesn't have the strength right now. He's got to be confused as to what is going on. He has so much pride at stake, and it's just not going his way, and it's just one right after another.
Forearm shot after forearm shot from Samoa Joe. AJ, his lifeless form, barely up to his feet.
What a kick! He hits him with a Pele. I've never seen him hit him from that angle. Outside of the ropes, onto the head, and but again!
Springboard caught him, powerbombed him down. Quick rollover by Joe. Reversal by AJ. Joe gonna try and roll him over. Boston Crab. He's got both legs hooked. He's got the crab hooked in here, and AJ's got to fight through this.
Again, every time AJ and Jimmy that Pele type kick he has, he's going for the ropes and he grabs it.
Got the safety of the ropes that time. Got the rope break, and Joe broke momentarily, and then drags him back in, and gonna try and hook it on again, and does it. Now look, he sits back with all of his weight on. That's the key. He's got 280 pounds right across the back of AJ Styles. How do you get up from this?
You can see the pain right there. Oh, nice kick.
That's the way you do it.
That's what you do. You go by reflexes. You go by survival instinct. Whatever you gotta do to get somebody off of you, and that's what AJ did. Like AJ's mumbling to himself out there, trying to figure out what to do. He gets himself to his feet, but you can see he just doesn't have it.
Shot in the corner by Joe. AJ gonna try and fight out, but he has been on the receiving end of an incredible beating here at Turning Point.
Oh, that's what you do right there. He uses momentum, got him over the top, and maybe that's the break that AJ needs.
Bad landing for Samoa Joe as well. Did you see his back? Crashed right down across the side of the ring, right across the ring apron.
Oh yeah, and that, you know what knocked him, you knocked the air out of him. You can see as Andrew Thomas counting him out right there.
Boy, that could be the break that AJ needs.
Well, AJ needs another shot if he can, and here he comes. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Unbelievable flip over the top on the Joe. We've got to see
You know what that was? This is the Fosbury flop.
Fosbury flop. And he hits it.
We haven't seen that from AJ for what would you say, couple of years?
Couple of years.
You have to pull out all the stops in a situation like this, in a match like this, at an event like this, and that's what AJ Styles has done.
I'll tell you something, that guy has more moves. He just does things when it looks like it's over. And here he comes.
Springboard!
Right to the back of the head. And wow! Didn't see it coming.
And the adrenaline of AJ at such a level that he almost overshot him, but he drilled him with the forearm cover. 1, 2.
Oh, he gets his arm up just in time. Woo. AJ, you know, was praying that he could keep that shoulder down. You got to wonder how much left he's got in the tank. Look at AJ's leg. Oh, the leg catches the back right there.
Look at that landing by AJ.
Oh,
now that we take another look at it, his right leg just twisted in a sick manner, but doesn't seem to be stopping it here. Full Nelson, breaks it. Oh, lands on his feet off the attempt of the German suplex.
Oh, right now, Joe's got to be thinking, what in the world? As he caught him, and he hits him with a reverse DDT right there. Cover is 1, 2, oh!
Inverted DDT by Styles leads to a near fall, but no 3 count for the champ.
Man, oh man, but you got to get
your
AJ
breath.
credit.
Catch your breath, big boy. Here we go.
Fought back and fought back. That's the gallant warrior that he is. And here he oh man.
Wow.
And he caught him.
The back of his head. That's it. Snapped it damn right it's awesome.
I'm gonna tell you something. You can see Joe looking at it going, what have I got to do? AJ, man, that was close.
You don't
oh, that was
often
a fear after what happened to Storm watching that head come that close to that man.
You just really said a mouthful there, Don, when you talked about the look on Samoa Joe's face. You don't often see that kind of reaction, that what do I have to do next? And it's kick after kick, AJ avoiding the kicks and the punches and the shots. That's the way you do it. Use your quickness, AJ.
Oh, but it was just too much as he got it cornered. And here he comes, right, left, right, left. But he just doesn't seem to have the force that he had earlier. He's tired, and now AJ realizes it, and he hits him with one kick, spins around and hits him with another.
Great series of moves by Styles. The second one rocked Joe. The spin kick caught him unawares. Oh, look at the mouth of AJ Styles. Did you see the blood pouring out of his mouth?
Both guys are bleeding in the mouths. I mean, this has just been a battle.
What a night this has been, Don. What a night this has been on pay-per-view. One of the most physical events that I've ever been associated with, and that covers an awful lot. AJ, gonna try and do it.
He's trying, but I don't know if he's just got the strength to lift 280 pounds.
Can he take him up for the clash?
Here he goes.
No, the power bomb. He got power bombed out. One, two.
Got it. No, man. I thought the winning streak was over.
It was that close. The winning streak was just that close. Blood trickling down the face, the lips of AJ Styles as he tries to fight through the pain. Could you believe that power bomb?
Oh, I'm telling you, and you saw a dazed look right there on AJ's face. Now he's thinking, what do I gotta do to get a win right here? You gotta feel the longer it goes, it's gonna be an advantage. AJ with superior conditioning, but Joe defies all odds, and he turned him inside out. That's what I'm talking about Samoa Joe.
Good God, what a clothesline by Samoa Joe. AJ's out.
Oh, no, he didn't even let it go too. He was sending a message.
Did you see that?
He was sending a message.
The look on the face of Samoa Joe tells one story, but the look on the face of AJ tells another. Here comes the double underhook.
Oh, and he powers him down. He's got one. And again, he goes right out. It's kind of like, is that the best you got?
AJ fires up. Did you hear him? You can hear Styles scream. He's going to dig down deep. He's going to try and get the adrenaline flowing back. He's got to fight through this pain.
Samoa Joe it's almost a confusion, but he's going to keep coming, and he misses it. Oh, he's got him again.
Oh, no. Got him hooked here. He's got him hooked. He's got him in the choke. AJ trying to fight it off, but Joe instead catches him with a pair of headbutts to the back, and then the open hand slap.
Another melee.
The knockout.
It's perfect.
He's down. Cover him, AJ. Cover him and break the undefeated streak.
Get to your feet and get over there.
Can he stop the undefeated streak? Can he hang on to the X Division Championship? That's the questions that we're going to answer. To the corner, positions Joe up. Whoa, you don't see that?
He's going for a muscle buster.
No! He was going to try and beat Joe with his own muscle buster. Joe fought him off. I'm not sure how smart that was. AJ pulling out all the stops. AJ up on top. Joe fights him off.
He's still holding on.
No! Muscle buster! Oh! AJ almost on the receiving end of a muscle buster, but wisely dropped down.
Joe holding on for dear life, and he goes flying to the mat. AJ using his weight against him. He's got him in the...
Styles! He got it! Styles flat!
He hits him.
Got him!
Did he have enough?
Roll him over! Count one!
Two! What? What?
Is he human? Is he human?
Neither one of these guys are human in
Boy,
my
you're
book.
right.
Neither one of them.
One of the most incredible matches that we've ever seen in TNA. Hell, it's one of the most incredible matches I've ever seen anywhere. AJ, he can sense it. Joe in trouble. AJ high risk.
Oh, this is it. AJ Styles knows. You can see Joe pushes the referee,
Whoa.
causes the ropes, but AJ still somehow lands on his feet.
Roll up.
Roll up.
Pin.
Oh, he flipped.
Oh, he got him in the choke. Kakina clutch. The rear naked choke. Is he going to tap? Is he going to tap? The title hangs in the balance.
Oh, AJ, he just kind of fell into that right there. And I don't see what he can do. Look at this.
Joe is choking the life out of AJ, and AJ's got a long way to go to make it to the ropes.
But somehow AJ is still not tapped. And wait a minute, he's rolling him over. If he can get some
reach
leverage.
out and touch the ropes and get the break.
He's so
Joe's got it.
close.
Oh, but think of how long he's been in this choke.
Oh,
think of how long he's been in the Coquina clutch.
Oh, he limped. You can see the arm
His
go
arm went
limp.
limp.
It's done.
He's knocked
He
out.
passed out. It's
He's
done.
unconscious.
The winner of the match and new X Division champion of the world, Samoa Joe.
Oh, man, he just couldn't get to the ropes. And when he was just in that last effort, and AJ just didn't have the strength, Mike, and he's out. And Samoa Joe not celebrating like a man normally would. He's gone through a battle. You gotta give him to them both. What a match, Mike.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just witnessed one of the most incredible matches that I've ever seen. Samoa Joe not only keeps his undefeated streak alive, he wins the X Division title. And now what?
He's pulling AJ to his feet.
Now what?
Could this be a gesture? Could this be I understand what you mean now about the code of the X Division? Could that be his way?
AJ up to his feet. You can look how weary he
Oh,
is.
what a nice, all right, I gotta give him that. Wow!
Oh no!
He had me
He laid him
suckered
out!
in.
Damn it, he went over the line again!
Oh, now he's just gone crazy. And he's going right after the security, kicks him out.
He's broken the code again! He's obliterated the code! Wait a minute, what's he doing?
He's reaching into the crowd.
He's got a steel chair!
Oh, no, he's not gonna do what he did to Daniels.
Not this again! No, we don't need to see this. We just don't need this.
Oh, man, you can see right there as he's setting the chair up. Oh, I can just see, I know where he's going.
You can almost sense it, can't you?
Yes, we remember Christopher Daniels in that same spot.
Oh no. Joe has completely crossed the line.
What? Oh! Here he is! Look up there in the ramp!
The fallen angel, Christopher Daniels! Here he comes! The former X Division champ! He was on the receiving end of that muscle buster. It put him on the sidelines with that level 3 concussion. But look at Daniels fight back.
He's just going to town. He's had a month to think about this. A month. That's all he's thought about was Joe. Unbelievable situation right there. And you can see Daniels just letting him have it one right after another.
Daniels has come out here. And let's face it, Daniels and Styles, oh, look at Joe come back. I was just going to say Daniels and Styles are not necessarily friends, but you can see that Daniels had it as well with Joe crossing the line, and Samoa Joe is right
I'll
back.
tell you what else he did. He hit him with the headbutt where Daniels had the concussion, and he just almost collapsed from the moment he hit him.
You're right.
And it was just, oh. Joe, I think, realizes he needs to take his championship belt and get out of there.
There he is. Ladies and gentlemen, the unbeaten streak remains intact. Yes, he's the new X Division champion, Samoa Joe.
Ladies and gentlemen, Hard Justice continues with the last man standing match. Here are the rules of that match. A wrestler wins when he pins his opponent. After pinning his opponent cannot answer the referee's 10 count. Introducing first, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, professional wrestling's only Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle!
It is time to settle what is quite honestly the most personal grudge, the most personal rivalry that we have ever dealt with in the history of TNA wrestling.
Mike, there might not be weapons out here, there might not be street signs and ladders and tables, but it is going to be just as violent. It is going to be a war. You heard AJ Styles. He said that he will make sure that he's the last man standing, that he's going to see an AJ out there tonight that Kurt's never seen before.
And his opponent from Gainesville, Georgia, the phenomenal AJ Styles!
Earlier tonight in Hard Justice, we saw a situation where a competitor, Homicide, feeling the after effects of what went down Thursday night at Impact, potentially led to a situation, Don, where LAX ended up losing the TNA World Tag Team title. Also on that same Impact show, we saw the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle have his head split wide open. The ladder that came into play during a weapons-style gauntlet match just sliced open the head of Angle. The blood flowed like water. I had an opportunity to speak with Kurt Angle earlier today. He tells me he can see he's got it bandaged up, took in the neighborhood of 7 or 8 stitches into his head to close that wound. We'll find out if that big attack this past Thursday may hinder Kurt Angle tonight.
Well, one thing we know about Kurt Angle, he's going to be focused on the task at hand. I've never seen anything like it. The Olympic gold medalist, that was just one of the glorious things you've ever seen in the guy. Never had any quit, so you respect that part of Kurt Angle. What you hate to see is where this feud has become, all because of blind rage and a blind jealousy. Kurt Angle's convinced AJ's done something he hasn't done. AJ's just at it. I've never seen this side of AJ before. He's sick of it. He's sick and tired of being everybody's whipping boy. And I mean, you could just feel a mean streak in him here tonight. He wants Kurt Angle, and he wants to end this right now.
Boy, can't you feel the tension? And just as AJ Styles makes a move toward Kurt Angle, the Olympic gold medalist drops down to the arena floor. Appropriate time of year with the Olympics going on over in China for the Olympic gold medalist Kurt Angle to face the phenomenal AJ Styles.
And you can tell Kurt Angle knows it. He knows right now he's got to be wary. He knows that AJ Styles is amped up like he's never seen him. Kurt's too smart just to go out there and just start a slugfest right now. I mean, he's a wrestler, and he's going to try to beat him at wrestling, but AJ just wants to hurt him, and you know what? Kurt's just letting AJ burn him bright right now, but he's not doing anything. He's not getting his hands on him, so it's going to be frustrating to AJ Styles.
That's really the key, because every time that AJ comes towards Kurt, he's able to move out of the way, and he's getting into the mind of AJ Styles.
Well, that's just what he does. I mean, that's what makes him so great. I mean, he really, you're looking at two of maybe the best two technical wrestlers in the history of professional wrestling. They really are something. Kurt doesn't care, doesn't mind the boos from the crowd. He knows, right? Look at that, just spit on him. He's doing everything he can to goad AJ to have things go his way. And now, look at this. He planned it, so he made it into the ring first, and he was able to set up the attack on AJ. That's what makes Kurt Angle so great.
Edge, Kurt Angle early on, playing with AJ's mind. AJ chases him around the ring and then becomes vulnerable as Angle unloads. Remember, a pin or a submission doesn't necessarily win you the match. It's step number 1, because after you pin your opponent, at that point, the referee will put in a 10 count. The wrestler who does not answer the referee's 10 count is the loser of the match.
See there, they're locking up AJ Styles and Kurt Angle able to use it and snap that suplex off, and just right now doing what he wants. He's going to try to grind him down. I mean, I've talked to Kurt even about AJ, and he respects AJ's ability. You can't not respect AJ Styles' ability. He knows AJ's younger. He knows AJ is quicker. But one thing he can't do is out-wrestle Kurt Angle. I mean, not in mat wrestling, and that's what Kurt's going to do. He's going to keep AJ grounded. He's going to keep using submission holds like this. He's going to try to wear AJ out, shorten that ring so it goes his way, and right now that's what he's doing.
Why wouldn't you? That's actually the perfect strategy for a situation like this. Play to your strengths, try and take away your opponents, and that's exactly what it boils down to. If Kurt Angle is able to ground AJ Styles, and if he's able to out-wrestle him. AJ turns it around, at least momentarily, got him in the corner, got that boot right across the throat of the Olympic gold medalist, and as you heard, the crowd here in New Jersey sounded like a split response in terms of the support.
Well, I mean, it's hard not to like both of these guys. They've done so much for professional wrestling. Oh, man, that German uppercut that he uses and just snaps a look at AJ, just effortless, and how he can leap up. And he sets you up for that phenomenal drop kick, and there's nothing you can do. You just find yourself going at him. Oh, talk about clotheslining you out of the ring. I mean, it's almost like it's a fight to AJ. He wants a fight. Kurt wants to wrestle, and AJ just wants to get payback, man.
I think the key for AJ
Look
is
at
to
this.
put together the series of moves like this one, punctuated by a flip dive over the top rope.
You know, some people take too long to hit those ropes and run across the ring. He does it with such good speed. 1, 2. Oh, he didn't quite get the pin, though. That's what you got to do, though. You've got to take a decisive blow like that so you can get the pin, and then you can get the pin count. Let's look at this again.
Take another look at AJ Styles. Oh my, great move by AJ that time, flipping over, crashing on to Kurt Angle. We come back live at Hard Justice with AJ in pursuit and Angle going face first into the apron.
Well, AJ's just totally turned this thing around. I mean, Kurt was playing the mind games. AJ Styles was just so amped up, and now AJ's using that anger. He's just using that anger. He's got Kurt where he wants him, and everything he's doing, he's trying to cause severe damage.
Wow.
Ooh, you hear the sound of that kick?
It just echoed all over the arena here in Trenton, New Jersey. Stiff shot, the kick to the chest as Angle goes down, and AJ's right on it. He's just relentless, not letting up. Scoop, plants it, mid-ring slam. AJ.
I'll tell you what, he's just not doing anything that Kurt Angle had planned for him to do, and you can see Kurt, his game plan is totally going to hell in a handbasket right here as AJ Styles just hitting him with everything. Nice knee to the face. Look at Kurt trying to ward him off. I don't think that's going to work at all. That's just going to, oh, he set him off.
Sure did. Begging off and then taking AJ Styles and dumping him between the ropes, as you see. Kurt checking on his head and the cut from Thursday night.
Well, he's clearing the cobwebs too. I mean, AJ's giving him 4 or 5 good shots. Sometimes you just gotta get a little space. You gotta clear it. And looks like he's ready to go after. He realizes he's got AJ now on his hands and knees. He better take advantage of it.
Now it's a chance for Kurt Angle to use those steel posts outside, those steel guardrails, much like AJ did earlier, using them as an offensive weapon against the phenomenal AJ Styles. Angle motioning around the ringside area to clear things out, warning the ringside fans, then takes AJ, shoots him across, and AJ just leapfrogged right over the rail and then caught Angle coming in.
I mean, that time AJ goaded him, and look at that. Oh, he comes in, but look at the strength as Kurt Angle catches him. Oh, wow!
You see Angle shook his head when he caught him in mid-move, almost like you're not going to show me up, then takes him, flings him overhead, and Styles just crashed right into the guardrail. Guys in the truck, show us that one more time.
Watch how he turns around, knows where he is, and then here it is, just suplexes him right there into that steel rail. You can see the top of that rail hit the back of AJ.
On him, pin, 2. AJ rolls the shoulder before 2. Again, keep in mind, a pin is just step number 1 in this last man standing match, because after the pin, it's the referee's 10 count that will ultimately decide it. Face first, steel steps. AJ in trouble at this point, and you can just tell that Angle loves every second of it.
And this thing is just going in waves. When it turns, and right now it's all Olympic gold medalists, and one shot wasn't good enough. He wanted another one, and that's the kind of thing you got to do. Basically, you've got to beat your opponent so bad that when you pin him, he doesn't even realize it. So that way he can't get up after 10 count. He's not even there. But look at AJ. That's something about him. He has no quit. I think he's knocked that bandage off the head of Kurt.
And then he reels off a series of shots, Don, right into the area where it was stitched up. AJ in pursuit, Angle trying to escape, but AJ's right on it. Catches him with another shot. Angle backing up, but now able to turn it around with the distance in between. Catch him with the boot. Dangerous place up on the ramp. AJ blocks the suplex.
You can see him use that leg and wrap it around the knee. AJ's able to turn it and he suplexes him on his back. And again, you can see Kurt Angle bowing up on that ramp. Here we go. 1, 2. No. Nobody's yet even scored a pin. I mean, these guys are beating each other. They both might not be able to handle a 10 count at this point.
AJ first to his feet. Angle now back up as well. You can see AJ still favoring his back. Kurt trying to escape, going up the ramp. Boy, it's dangerous up there.
AJ's got to be careful. He just keeps pursuing, and we've seen Kurt lead him where he wants to lead him, taking shot after shot. AJ, though, is just one-track mind focus. 3 good shots to the head. Kurt leaning back. Oh, but again he ducked.
Oh,
man!
he just suplexed him off the ramp right down to the concrete floor.
The only thing that may have saved AJ there was he was able to flip around and somehow land feet first. But look at this! Kurt does a somersault right off the top and lands on AJ. Wow!
That's a case where he's showing up AJ Styles by beating him at his own game.
That's just something you think of AJ doing, not Kurt Angle at this point. Again, can't get the 3 count. Rudy Charles right there on the spot. But you gotta give AJ credit.
Angle back on him, grabs the side headlock. Now gonna take him, I'm presuming, back towards the ring area. Series of shots to the top of the head while he's pulling his opponent down the runway. AJ holding on, trying to grab a waistlock.
Uh-oh, be careful.
Angle's got him. Look at him right here. Face first goes AJ to the table.
Just knocked him right into the announce table. And AJ Styles on his back, and I'm looking at it. He looks dazed. I mean, Kurt's just now just methodically taking over and taking advantage of this and rolls AJ into the center of the ring.
Think of what AJ Styles has gone through here in the last couple of minutes, being tossed into the guardrail, then being sent off the entrance ramp down onto the concrete floor with a suplex by the Olympic gold medalist.
Oh, what a kick to the ribs. Again, you can hear it all the way through the auditorium here. 1, 2, not enough. 1, 2, not enough.
Just relentless, isn't he? Backbreaker, quick follow, pin attempts lead to a pair of near falls, and Angle goes back to wearing down AJ Styles, and again, his game plan pretty obvious, keeping AJ grounded, not allowing AJ to go for those top rope high-risk moves.
And I'll tell you what, also hitting some of the same things that we've seen AJ Styles hit so many times. That's kind of his way of getting into his mind, saying, hey, I am so multi-dimensional. And that's what both these guys are. But right now, Kurt's just trying to take that air out of AJ. Anything you can do. So maybe even kind of lull him into an unconscious state where you can get the pin and there's no way that they can stay in the 10 count.
AJ back up to the vertical base. Needs to be up on his feet if he's going to be able to defend himself. If he's going to be able to get any kind of offensive moves in at all against Angle. But Kurt maintains that grip. He's just not letting go.
No, just holding it tight. AJ's got to be losing strength. I mean, you wonder if his vision's getting blurry. Look at that. Able to break out of it and still able to hit the kick to the side of the head. He is phenomenal, and man, you can feel that one into the ribs of Kurt Angle.
One of those desperation moves that definitely paid off for AJ Styles. He just unleashed it in a moment where Angle never saw it coming. Sets him up in the corner, reels off that chop to the chest. Gonna try and fire Angle across, and here he goes, but Kurt turns it on him. Look at the float over by Styles.
Oh!
Angle went into the corner turnbuckle, and then AJ caught it.
I mean, he just wound up and knife edge chopped the hell out of him right there. Oh, look at this, though. Right into Kurt, and you talk about releasing him. Holy cow, Mike. Oh, look at that smirk, too. He knows that was impressive.
Tremendous move by Kurt Angle. The release suplex tossing AJ overhead. And now, all of a sudden, another concussive blow to the back of AJ Styles, and he's took several of them here in the past couple of minutes. Angle follows it up again by doing the same thing. Big body slam, follow cover, and AJ's got the shoulder up. Look, you can see the discoloration even on the back of AJ Styles from all of the blows, all of the offense that he's taken on his back.
I'll tell you something. Kurt Angle always goes back to the neck. He always goes to get those arms wrapped around that neck, squeeze as hard as he can. You can see AJ fighting for breath and the pain on his face. I mean, and look at the base that Angle's got there.
Why wouldn't you? I mean, you control the neck, and the rest of the body is going to follow.
And if anybody would know about what the neck can do, that's Kurt Angle. And look at him. Look at AJ, just screaming.
Well, you're right. It was Kurt Angle who won the Olympic gold medalist in Atlanta, Georgia. Won the Olympic gold medal, rather, in Atlanta, Georgia, competing with a broken neck.
AJ right now, you wonder what's going through his mind as he's in that spot. He's losing his strength. He knows he's got to turn it around. You wonder if he'll submit here. I mean, he's losing. You can see AJ's fighting it in a situation he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to submit. But remember, even if he does submit, the match isn't over. You've got to not answer the 10 count.
Angle turns up the pressure just at the point where it looks like AJ is going to be able to escape the vice-like grip of Kurt Angle. Kurt just turns it on and just torques that head and neck even more.
Well, AJ gets to his feet, and that's a good thing for him. It gives him a little bit, and that's how he's able to break the hold. Just shot after shot. Be relentless. Keep coming, and look at it. One after another, after another. I mean, now he's just throwing haymakers. Now the knees. I mean, he's just coming right after him.
Series of shots has Angle rattled, at least momentarily. AJ gonna try and mount an offense here. Angle shot off into the ropes. Look at Angle run those ropes, and boy, both men go for the cross body block that time as they meet in mid-range.
And I'm telling you, that was absolute irresistible force, an immovable object right there in midair in the ring, and both of them, it caused them more damage. As you can see, AJ holding his stomach, and now they're getting counted out by Rudy Charles.
Kurt on the verge of getting back up to his feet. Gonna go over to the ring ropes for a little assist. Still favoring, you can see Kurt favoring his arm as AJ unleashes a shot with the right hand. Another big right by Styles, and that time the clothesline decked him.
Another clothesline. I mean, look at this. That's 3 in a row. Just comes right after him, and you can see Kurt now gasping for air. AJ, you can feel it turning in his favor, but oh, that may have been a big mistake. Oh, again, a nice block, though.
AJ gonna go springboard off the top. Caught him with the shoulder block that time, and that one rocked Kurt Angle.
I think he might have been going for that flying forearm, but that's what he can do. You make a decision in midair. He didn't quite get the elevation he wanted, so he just took the shoulder straight in, and now he's got him on his back.
Backbreaker applied, putting the pressure on Kurt Angle's neck and back at the same time. Kurt trying to fight it off here, but AJ's got him up on his shoulders. Kurt gonna submit.
Spins him around and puts him right on the back of his head. Here it is. How there he? Did he get it?
No, 2 count only, says Rudy Charles.
Him.
Boy, just amazing at this point that Kurt Angle able to fight through everything that he's gone through in this match just when it looked like off the backbreaker that AJ was going to be able to put him away, at least get a 3 count, and then potentially the referee's 10 count in the last man standing match.
I tell you though, these guys have taken such a beating that you feel like it's close. You feel like if someone can just hit the right shot, they can end this thing here. And look at AJ now pulling Kurt Angle to his feet. Kurt again, look at he's setting him up for the Styles Clash. Look at that. Kurt grabs those ankles, and now he's got
there
hold of it. Oh, does he got it wrapped in.
Ankle lock applied, and again, perfect ring positioning for Angle. AJ uses his free leg, however, to kick off. Angle comes at him again, and he just takes him up and drops him on his spine.
Nice spine buster, and just desperation at that point. You can see AJ, he can't even go forward and try to go for the pin. He's got to catch his own breath. I mean, these guys are gasping for air. Just gasping for it.
AJ out to the apron. Could be one of those opportunities here for him to go high risk. Angle's kept him grounded for much of this match. And just as soon as AJ starts to mount the ropes, Angle, burst of speed, comes at him. AJ catches him with a shot, and then Styles, caught, powerbomb down.
2, oh! Now look at this, he's got him up.
He's gonna try and beat him with his own move.
AJ fighting it.
Now who better to know how to defend the Styles Clash?
He turns it into the ankle lock.
He's got Angle's submission hold applied on him.
How about that counter by AJ? And look at though now, if anybody would know what the ankle lock can do, it's Kurt Angle, but I'll tell you, the way he's got it cinched in there, I don't know what Kurt can do.
He's fighting through the pain, and at the same time, he's trying to position his body just a little bit closer to the rope.
And he pulls
as soon
him.
as he does, you're right. AJ pulls him back to the center, drops down and grapevines the leg, and maintains the ankle lock.
Oh, he is just absolutely beating Kurt Angle at his own game, and he taps out.
That is step number 1 in this last man standing match. And you know what? Maybe not the worst strategy to tap out so that you don't injure that ankle too severely.
Yeah, it's a good move, but another thing though, he's got to be able to stand. He's got to be able to get up as we're at the count of 3. And by injuring that ankle, he might not be able to hold his weight, and he might not be able to stand on his feet.
We're halfway home. The count must go to 10. We're at 6 right now. 7 count.
Oh, this is getting close. 8. Kurt Angle hears it now. I don't think he's going to get up. It's like he's going to give up. And oh, look at this. That is just pure
Guts.
will and effort.
And guts and determination as well. Elevated over. Angle trying to maintain his base in spite of having the ankle injured. AJ back in, rocks him with a right. That one on the point of the jaw. Styles springboard back. Gonna go for that reverse DDT. Instead, you're right. Cheap shot by Kurt Angle.
Wow, though, Kurt Angle, though, had to, in desperation, he had to make some kind of a move. You can see he can barely walk on the ankle, can barely support himself. But AJ right now, he's just said stars burst in his eyes and look at this. Just gets a hold of him, and then these German suplexes where he just puts you right there on your back.
As many as he wants to give you, you try and fight off, but Angle just takes you overhead. Boy, amazing here that Angle's able to fight back after everything that he's recently gone through here and get enough power to suplex Styles over. He's got him over twice, and he's still got the grip.
Well, we've just seen amazing things from both these guys, but man, Kurt's not letting loose. I think he wants to give him as many as he thinks it'll take for AJ not to get back up. AJ's got to get out of this. He's got to get out of this. He's reaching for ropes, but it's not doing him any good. Wow.
Boy, that time, tossed overhead. Kurt the lateral press. Two,
no.
Again, might be a case here. You hate to say it, but if AJ, if he were even to get pinned, he'd have a little bit of a respite, like Kurt did with the, well, at least 9 out of the 10 count.
Yeah, but he almost risked it too hard and waited too long. That's a chance you take, but I understand what you're saying. I mean, the match isn't over until the count of 10, so it's sometimes you got to sacrifice yourself for the better good.
Went up for that slam, and then AJ.
Pele! Whoa, does he? It's amazing. You never, ever see it coming. But he's got to get up and get the pin on Kurt if it's going to do any good.
A glassy-eyed Kurt Angle, who's looking up at the lights, would agree with you at this point. You never see it coming. He just got drilled right in the head.
1, 2, hold. Got the shoulder up in time. I mean, it's just one of those things because his back's to you. I mean, it's just unbelievable. You don't know how he knows where you're at, but he does, and it always does it, and a desperation move to stop things. And you can see AJ now
trying to regroup out here. I think trying to clear the cobwebs at the same time, get part of a game plan going as to what kind of a move that he can inflict on Angle. Watch Angle follow up in the corner again and rock him that time with a right, and then a shot to the back.
You know, you watch Kurt, he sits there and you think he's hurt, you think he's wounded, and he is, but he's also playing, and he waited for AJ to expose himself on the top, but AJ just keeps throwing elbows. Just keeps throwing elbows as long as they're connected.
AJ gonna go, it looks like all the way up to the top. Is Angle gonna be able to recover? Angle up, and Angle right behind him, and tosses him overhead again.
Just completely flipped him in the air. On his face, 1, 2, got it. No?
I thought he had the 3 count also. I think he got it. He did have the 3 count. You can see Rudy Charles now putting in the 10 count.
I'll tell you what, he's got to be dazed. I mean, Kurt threw him all the way across from that top rope. Think about how far he traveled. He's hearing it in his mind, and he knows he's got to get up, but sometimes the body just can't respond.
We're at 7, and it's 7, and just before 8, the second that AJ gets up, Angle gets the slam. Here we go, cover. Got him again. Another 10 count on the way.
The Olympic slam there, you can see, and now you wonder what AJ can take. That's what you got to do, and Kurt's waiting for it. If he gets to his feet again, Kurt's going to be ready to hit it again. That's the plan. Look at AJ. He's not even moving.
There. We're at 5 on our way to 10. That's 6. We're at 7. AJ reaching for the ropes to try and help himself up. And you know that Angle's going to pounce on him. He's barely up at about 8.5 or 9, and Angle's ready for him.
Well, he's holding onto those ropes because he knows Angle's going to take him up for another Olympic slam. And look at AJ. Oh, he's got it up.
Here comes the clash.
He hits it. Now he's going to roll him over. Get the pin. Oh, look at Kurt fighting it, but there it is. 1, 2, got it.
Now the 10 count for Kurt Angle. AJ hits that Styles clash, Angle down for the 3 count, and Rudy Charles. Let's see how close he gets to 10.
Well, these guys are just unbelievable, but what they have gone through is unreal. Now Kurt's not moving. You can see him taking those big, deep breaths. He's not getting up. It's at 8. Now he's reacting. He's at 9.
So close.
Oh, unbelievable.
Barely up before 10. About 9.5 that time. AJ in, shoulder block in the corner. Gonna try and position Kurt up on the top rope. Well, you can see how dazed Angle is at this point. Let's see if AJ can put him away.
Well, this is what you got to do. This is the opportunity. You've got to do it now. What's he doing? Setting him up.
Suplex attempt fought off with the series of shots into the rib cage by Angle.
AJ just barely holding on. Look at this. Kurt's got a hold of him.
Wait a minute.
No way. What in the world?
He's going to try and suplex him?
Look at this. He just headbutted him. He did. Oh, he just DDT'd him right on his head. Right on his head.
And he dropped him right on his neck.
He sure did. Oh, my gosh. No, look at, you can see him spazzing. You can see Kurt Angle's. Oh, my God. Oh, my, that's one of those. There's no way he's going to get up from that. Unbelievable, Mike. He from the top
You see
rope.
that landing? And now the referee putting in the 10 count here on Kurt Angle.
You see AJ also trying to get to his feet. He's going to have to at least be on his.
AJ's got to get to his feet as well here, Don.
Kurt's not moving. I'm afraid of what we just witnessed.
I am too.
Oh my God, he landed on that
We're at 9.
neck and head.
We're at 9. AJ's up at 9, and Kurt Angle's still down. AJ's the winner, but you're right. The
Ladies
bigger
and gentlemen,
story may
here
be
is
the
your
neck.
winner, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Oh man, and look at Kurt, he's holding the back of it. That's a one good sign. He's moving his arms, which is a good sign, but with all the damage that he's done and all the things that's happened to him, oh, that was bad. It was like he tried to suplex him and he turned it into a DDT and there was a bad landing.
Boy, it sure was. And you can see Kurt trying to fight through the pain. I think we're going to need some medical attention here for Kurt Angle.
No, we got to get him out of here. You got to be careful. You got to err on the side of caution with a situation like this as AJ. He's got to feel like he's exercised some demons here. Mike, he's got to feel like he's exercised some demons.
You look back at a match like this, and you say, incredible effort from both, and you can see the concern on the face of Rudy Charles, calling for someone from the training staff here at TNA.
Oh my God, we saw it was such a bad landing. And Rudy Charles, they're coming in right now.
TNA trainers, some of the EMTs always have the ambulance station backstage here at TNA events, and you can see they're going to bring a neck brace in. They've got the stretcher in place here.
Well, they've got to do it this way. They have to do it this way. With his history, you have got to make sure he's had that neck broken not once but a couple of times. And oh my God, he's such. Again, you may not like everything he does and stands for as you see him put the brace on, but you've got to respect that guy in the ring. I mean, he's just a warrior. AJ feels bad after himself.
Obviously, and you can see that
He's gonna check on him.
to the ring area to check. Wait a minute.
Look at this. He just, oh my God.
What is this?
AJ goes right after again and puts him on his head again.
What the hell
is
are we
he doing?
saying here? And look at him right in Angle's face. I mean, we talked about how this thing was personal, but he knocked him off the stretcher and then dropped him on his head again.
AJ Styles is just snapped. I mean, we've not seen this side of him. I mean, he's such a competitor. It's always been about competition, but he saw a vulnerable Kurt Angle there. I can't believe it. AJ literally knocked him off of the stretcher and then hit him with another one.
Incredible response, you hear it, the fan support that the icon Sting has had for over 2 decades.
Hey, look, that respect is earned the hard way. And if anyone has basically bled and sweat for this industry and for the success he has, It is the icon known as Sting. A lot of guys have monikers and nicknames. When you're called the icon, brother, that means you've done some stuff in this business.
And then there's the target.
Wow, the target, you're not kidding. The only one that has nothing to gain in this match, in my opinion, is the champion. The 13-time world champion, Kurt Angle's got nothing to gain here. He's in trouble, in my view.
Olympic gold medalist picks up his TNA World Heavyweight Championship belt, and he's heading towards the impact zone to do battle and put it at stake.
History may judge this man as the greatest wrestler ever to enter the ring. A 13-time world champion. The second man ever to win TNA's Triple Crown. The first man to hold 3 TNA championships simultaneously. And he is the only Olympic gold medalist ever in the history of professional wrestling. Intense and determined, he is the champion, Kurt Angle.
The list of accomplishments that we just heard in that video package, that just makes you appreciate Kurt Angle even more, doesn't it?
Hey, listen, Kurt Angle, when it's all said and done, will go down in this great industry as one of the greatest of all time. I stated earlier, Kurt has nothing to gain in this match, but the one thing Kurt has to gain, Kurt Angle's about the spirit of competition. Kurt's about competing. Since he's a young boy as a wrestler, his whole life, he's about competing.
Also about leadership. As the boss, the godfather of the main event mafia, Angle definitely, desperately wants to bring that TNA World Heavyweight title belt back to the family. Well, here we are to set the stage. We're going to send it to the six-sided ring in JB.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall with a 60-minute time limit and is for the TNA Heavyweight Championship of the World. When the bell rings, the man in charge, TNA senior official, Mr. Earl Hebner. And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from Universal Studios, Orlando, Florida, Stacker 2 6-Hour Power Energy proudly brings to you the main event of the evening. Introducing, first of all, standing in the corner to my left, he weighed in this morning at 210 pounds and comes to us from Gainesville, Georgia. He is TNA Wrestling's only Grand Slam champion. He is challenger number 1, the phenomenal AJ Styles. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing, standing to my right, weighing in this morning at 330 pounds and comes to us from Fairfield, Connecticut. Standing 7 feet tall, he is challenger number 2, the Blueprint, Matt Morgan. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing, standing in the corner to my left, he weighed in this morning at 250 pounds and comes to us from Venice Beach, California. He is challenger number 3, the Icon, Sting. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing, standing in the corner to my right, he weighed in this morning at 230 pounds and comes to us from Pittsburgh, wrestling's only Olympic gold medalist. He is the leader of the main event mafia, and he is the current reigning and defending TNA heavyweight champion of the world. This
just to wrestle for 5 minutes. That's why right here, right now, I cash in my Feast or Fire case for the TNA World Heavyweight title. Hey, Gusa, or no?
Are you kidding me?
Big Super Max Hernandez is going to cash in Feast or Fire, and he's going to become the 5th man in this match.
Oh man, this is nuts! But I don't understand why is Hernandez cashing in a title opportunity now? Why?
I mean, Taz, I can't speak for Hernandez.
Kurt in charge here.
He didn't lose the charge here. He's cashing in his Feast or Fire shot, Kurt.
I don't know. Kurt's livid, he's hot, and I don't blame him.
He is livid. Well, it's that surprise element, that surprise factor.
Did you know about this?
I didn't know anything about it, but I can tell you this. I had a conversation with him a couple of weeks ago. Remember with Hernandez. Remember when Homicide cashed in that X Division title shot?
Yeah.
He really came in at the last second. He picked the bones on Suicide. And Hernandez told me that he wanted to earn the world heavyweight title. You know, he wants to be that Latino world champion. I just don't think he wants to come in the back door. I think he wants to prove to everybody that he deserves to be world champ.
Oh, Kurt just punching him. Oh, my God. Well, the last thing Angle needs is another competitor in this match. Oh my God.
What a shoulder block knocking. Angle all the way across the ring, and
holy wow. This Hernandez is just a straight up freaky beast animal, man. I'm telling you.
You notice that just everybody else is looking on here and just watching this display, this power of strength. Look, he can just hold him up here forever. The high vertical. Look at this.
Power is just insane that Super Mex possesses.
And the blood just rushing to the head of the TNA World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah, look at Matt Morgan, Sting, and AJ. They could care less.
He had him up in the air for like 20, 25 seconds and maybe more. Get the stopwatch out on this. This is a new world record.
Unbelievable. Oh my
And there's
God.
the exclamation point.
Well, Supermax Hernandez making a statement here. Now the match has started. Now we hear the bell ringing.
And now officially, AJ trying to take a quick pin on the Blueprint Matt Morgan, and so is Sting now.
Well, the reason why you're seeing, in my opinion, these quick pin covers, Kurt Angle does not have to be pinned. Oh, wait.
Watch out right here at the table. Oh, there goes Angle face first right into the broadcast position, and Hernandez is on him.
Well, Kurt Angle does not have to be pinned or submitted in order to lose the championship.
And what a disadvantage that is, especially when Hernandez has him out here, and the other 3 competitors are battling inside the ring.
You got a split screen there, so we see Hernandez just, oh my God, just taking it to Angle. Hernandez, Matt Morgan. Hey, if Matt Morgan can hit another high-impact move on AJ Styles and pin him, we'll have a new champion in Matt Morgan.
Whoa! And AJ just crashed on the concrete.
Listen, Hernandez coming out here, cashing his Feast of Fire briefcase. That more or less made things from bad to worse for Kurt Angle.
I mean, and as we see the pin by the Blueprint, totally changes the complexion of this match, Taz. It's the surprise element. It's something that the other 4 men are not prepared for.
None of us expected this from Hernandez. What the hell is Hernandez going to do now?
Ramp. Not a border toss.
Kurt Angle's going to be done. This guy's had a bunch of neck surgeries.
Watch out. What? Oh, is that Eric Young?
Clip the back of a...
What do you have, like a baton or like a billy club or something? A club that he that he took out Hernandez with. Watch out here.
Oh my God.
Oh no, oh God, the pile driver. The pile driver from Eric Young, the leader of World Elite, on Hernandez, and you have to think about Hernandez's neck and the recent neck surgery.
Hernandez, he's not moving. Hernandez just done. Can he get up? Can he? And Eric Young puts a relationship with Eric Young in the main event Mafia World Elite. Eric does nothing to Kurt. Eric's obviously got no issues with Kurt Angle.
And what would have happened if Eric Young didn't come out at that moment? It looked like he was going to border toss Angle right from the ramp down to the concrete.
Well, Angle would have been done, and more or less this would have been a triple threat for the TNA Championship.
And I'm concerned about the condition
of Hernandez,
as we see the battle continue. We're going to try and follow up on that, as well as the action in the ring with the double suplexes. AJ and Sting work together on Morgan.
Again, we know about the bond between, again, hold on.
You can see the concerned
Checking to
look
see if
there.
there's any numbness in the arm, I would assume.
Taz, you've been in that kind of a position before.
A pile driver put me on the shelf for 9 months, broke my neck. That is one of the most, oh my God, dangerous moves in the industry. That's why I don't see it often. Look at AJ and Sting here. AJ, respect or not, drilling Sting with that nasty drop kick.
Yeah, we've touched on that unwritten locker room code here in the past. I think I got to bring it up one more time here as we see AJ go flying off the apron, and he took out both Morgan and Angle.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he might have grazed Matt Morgan. I think Matt tried to get out of the way, I believe.
And you can see by the look on the face of Matt Morgan, I think he feels like Kurt Angle may have just taken one there.
They take the bullet for him.
I think so. Especially just the reaction from Morgan as he now fires Sting right into the steel.
Well, now I would assume Hernandez, he obviously can't continue.
The trainer attending to Hernandez and now taking him.
You take care of him. Take care of him. Okay?
Wow. I'm shocked
Did
to
you
see
see
this.
that bond?
Yeah.
And I think that really came from the move where you just saw the look on Morgan's face. He did think that Kurt Angle took the bullet from him.
Yeah, with AJ on that high-risk move, but here we have, I'm just very surprised that, oh no, not another pile driver. That that's Kurt Angle and Matt Morgan will be on the same page. Oh, watch this ankle lock here.
Just a
I've
perfect
seen
counter.
that before, yeah.
There it is, ankle lock applied, but I don't think AJ's sufficiently worn down. He's able to roll through into a pin.
That AJ is so fast. Oh my God.
Just poetry in motion, isn't it?
Tremendous athlete, one of the greatest athletes I've seen compete in a 4-sided ring, 6-sided ring. I don't give a damn what kind of ring it is. This AJ's a stud, man.
Went for the baseball slide, but they're able to take him over.
Again, I'm just surprised that, especially coming from Matt Morgan to Kurt Angle, hey, you take care of him, I'll take care of him. You know, working together as a team. It's not working.
Something that was proposed by Kurt Angle, and we thought that the blueprint was not going to be a part of any association with Angle or the Mafia, but obviously we see a change of heart.
We heard Angle before say that Matt Morgan's brainless. I don't know, I don't agree with that. Look at this, Matt Morgan. One of those nasty whirlwind elbows.
Meanwhile, Angle and Styles battling out on the floor. Blueprint showing the physical dominance that he has against Sting, and just jumps him.
No respect for not just a, oh, you got a challenge. No respect for an icon, no respect for one of the most respected men in our industry, Sting.
Angle with the bad mouth for AJ after the tilt-a-whirl backbreaker on the floor. And at the same time, Angle's got to really keep his eye on what's going on in the ring, too, because his TNA World Heavyweight title's on the line. And you can see that Angle and Morgan are plotting strategy.
Looked like Angle was directing some traffic, telling Matt, listen, let's do this. Here's the game plan. Here's the play, and it's working. Basically, just let's both wail on Sting's face.
And the complexion of this match changes once again, because you not only take the surprise element of Hernandez out, but now Angle's got an ally.
Yeah, Sting is in grave trouble here.
And I think you can just sense from the reaction here at the Impact Zone that the fans here are surprised that Morgan and Angle are working together, and there goes Angle to cut AJ off when he tries to get back in.
Yeah, again, this is not a tag team match, ladies and gentlemen. This is basically every man for himself. But for, you know, Kurt Angle and Matt Morgan have kind of trying to work as a cohesive unit, as a team here.
That's exactly what it is. First pin, first submission, leaves no surrender with the world title.
I gotta tell you, Mike, in my opinion, though, my view, I feel that when Matt Morgan in this match, and there'll be a time in my view, Matt will pick his spot and go for the win and try to become champion. Matt Morgan's about Matt Morgan.
AJ out of nowhere. Where'd he come from?
Beautiful springboard.
So you're saying that he's working with Angle at this point because it's to his favor?
Absolutely, and that's smart. Matt Morgan's a lot of things, but he's not brainless.
Couldn't disagree with you there. And he's also got the physical tools to go with the mental. Catches AJ in mid-move.
Just talking trash. He's a very pretentious, hot-dogging type of competitor, but he is that damn good, though.
And Sting able to catch him off guard. The series of kicks right into the knee.
Trying to chop down that big redwood. That's smart by Sting, going to level. Look at Sting here, turned it up a level.
Yeah, explosive offense from the Icon, punctuated with a clothesline that takes Angle out. Now going to try and cover Sting and win the title.
Yeah, Matt Morgan, See, Matt waited for Kurt to get eliminated, and then Matt went for a high impact move and then a pin. Told you.
Styles in the corner, those big repeated shots, one after the other to the head. And when he turns around, he's going to go right into that released belly-to-belly by Angle.
That's what champions do. They pick their spots, and they come through with a win when they have to. And that was a big win on that suplex.
Sting taken out to the floor, and now Angle says, we've got that numbers game down to where it's 2-on-1 here if Morgan's going to work with him against Styles because Sting's out.
Well, if you're Kurt Angle and Matt Morgan wants to do some of that dirty work, let him. Just Kurt better be careful. If Matt goes for a pin cover, Kurt has to break that pin cover up. Wow. God, they're just toying, trying to outdo each other. Hey, you threw him this far on a body slam? Check it out, Kurt. I can throw him this far.
Morgan and Angle with their game of can you top this, and AJ's the victim.
Yeah, the sacrificial lamb is the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. Wow, that's a long lot of leg coming down on your throat.
You see the reaction as AJ, all the wind just goes right out of you at that point. And boy, without your breath, without that air, pretty difficult to compete against competitors like this.
And Sting trying to get back in the ring. You see it in the background there. Matt Morgan stopping Sting. Oh!
Angle charges at Sting, but
shoulder and bicep.
Styles, AJ able to sidestep it, went right into the steel, and how about that drop kick? Great leg extension by the 7-footer.
Freaky kind of athlete, this kid, I'm telling you. And if you don't believe me, just ask him. He'll tell you himself. He'll tell you how good he is, Mike.
Looking to become TNA World Heavyweight Champion for the first time and proving to all of us that he belongs in the main event mix. That's the blueprint, Matt Morgan.
Hey, I don't think Matt Morgan's got anything to prove. He belongs in the mix. He's in the mix because he belongs in the mix.
Couldn't agree with you more. Here he comes. AJ's defenseless. And from behind, all that power and all that weight right against the back of his head.
AJ's right for the pick and here. New champ. Oh. Almost crowned a new champ right there. I'm telling you, you can sense that AJ is ripe for the picking here, Mike. Couple more big moves by Morgan.
Mike Morgan realizes that as well. Toying with AJ, brings him back up to his feet. Styles sent for the ride, and here he comes at him. That time AJ able to avoid him. There's the Pele.
Oh, God.
Move comes out of nowhere. You never expect it. You never see it coming.
And speaking of not expecting to see it coming, there's a suplex.
Wow.
Beautiful release German by Kurt again.
Look out from Sting. Look at Sting with a missile drop kick off the top. The Icon pulling out all the stops because of the importance of this match.
Yeah, but Sting grabbing his own shoulder. He might have landed, Sting might have landed on his shoulder. His left shoulder.
Yeah, you can see how he's favoring it.
He might have landed, I'm telling you, that'll separate your shoulder in a heartbeat landing on it the wrong way.
Sting favoring the arm and the shoulder as he gets back up to his feet.
Sting's got some mustard behind those punches still here.
Still able to use the right hand and does so with punches, and then able to get Angle up for a slam, and then the 300-pounder Morgan also.
Hey, that's what big-time players do in big-time situations. They come through, and that's what Sting's all about. Sting's hurting, though.
Yeah, you can see he's gutting it out at this point. Stinger splash first for Angle, then the Stinger splash for Morgan. Icon with the corner mount. And Angle gonna help out Morgan here, maybe at the same time just eliminate Sting.
That's what
it's about.
That might be it.
2, no, Styles in for the save, and that's a smart move by AJ.
That's right. If Kurt would have get that win, Kurt would retain the title.
Instead of the Angle slam, it's an AJ roll-up, gonna go for the clash. Styles clash by AJ. Could have a new champ. 1, 2.
Got him.
Oh, Morgan with the boot.
Hey, Matt Morgan doing the right thing. Saved it for himself. Oh my God, how'd he get up that high?
Able to kick Morgan, the 7-footer in the head. You can see Sting and Angle down, and now AJ gonna square off with the blueprint.
These guys are nailing each other, I'm telling you, you can hear it out here. Watch AJ, watch AJ!
AJ goes airborne, and Morgan caught him with the boot. Morgan signaling that it's time to put AJ Styles away. Elevator on the way, checks, yes it is time. There it is. Elevator could be a new champion.
I get him, with Sting here.
Sting makes the save for Styles.
You can sense how important this is, Mike. Who wants to leave? Who's going to leave? No surrender. The TNA champion, TNA world champion. Oh!
Scorpion-style death drop by Sting. Can he roll over and pin Morgan?
Might get him.
And can Sting get the title?
Watch
Here
Angle.
it is close. Angle comes across for the save.
I thought Sting might get it because AJ and Kurt Angle was still down. Kurt again, so tough, man. No quitting, Kurt. All heart, like the man or not. Oh, he's caught. Kurt's caught. Scorpion.
Gonna take that final big step and cap off the Scorpion death lock, and instead, Angle counters it into the ankle lock. You gotta love that move.
Not if you Sting.
Gotta appreciate it though. Just when it looked like he was gonna get the submission hold on Angle, Angle reverses it, drags him back out to the Cartman footprint. You were right.
I told you, man.
Morgan worked with Angle while it was to his advantage. Sting drops down and the blueprint goes out to the floor.
Yeah, Matt Morgan looked like he's grabbing his groin area, the inside of his thigh. Wait a minute.
Angle down. You see the eye contact there made. Sting and AJ Styles, and Sting looked over at AJ. Now Sting goes up to the floor for Morgan. Why did he go for the pin on Angle?
I don't know. Look at this.
Springboard. Oh, what a 450. 2. New champion.
Heavyweight champion of the world, the Phenomenal AJ Styles.
Oh my God! What a monumental moment for AJ Styles. We have a new TNA World Champion.
And let the celebration begin at No Surrender. A monumental moment for TNA and a monumental moment for AJ Styles.
Holy smokes!
Daniels in the ring, his longtime friend. And how about this? The TNA fans joining in the celebration as well.
That's pretty cool, man. What an awe-inspiring moment for AJ Styles. Just a few weeks ago, he was ready to hang up the boots, Mike. Sting motivated this kid, talked to him, got him back at his head straight. Who would have thunk it? The new TNA World Champion is AJ Styles.
And what a role Sting played and enabling AJ to do it. There it is, the springboard, the 450 to perfection, and the ensuing 3 count.
Well, after that, look at this amazing God, unbelievable by AJ, but Kurt Angle was right for the pick, and after the humongous boot by Matt Morgan. But Sting, Kurt was ready to be pinned by either Sting or AJ. Sting decided to go drill, Matt Morgan. I don't know why, but hey, you know what? We got a new champ. It's pretty cool.
And you gotta love this post-match celebration. They fill up the ring in Orlando, Florida for the phenomenal AJ Styles.
That's pretty cool. Don't get too many people in there, that ring might break. I've seen that happen before. What a moment for AJ Styles. What a match, too.
AJ, soak it up. You deserve it, my friend.
One of his long-time tight buddies right there, Daniels, right there to support AJ. I can't even tell what other TNA superstars are out there. We got some of our TNA fans all over the place.
Got JB in there, getting the post-match words for TNAWrestling.com. Wow. What a special moment, Taz.
An epic moment. An epic moment to a great evening. What a way to close it. Congratulations, AJ Styles. You're a new champ, kid. You know, Joe, I'm calling you Joe. You know what, Mike? Joe, he's been callous, he's been cold, he has been calculating. And we've been talking about mind games. You know what, no one would have expected that. I know Joe real well, and I'm a little surprised, but he pulled it off. Divide and conquer between the two buddies of AJ Styles and Daniels.
And when JB questioned him about the manipulation...
Oh, JB asked the hard question.
Yeah, he sure did, and Joe denied it. He said, I have merely brought the truth. The question comes when you think about the degree of friendship between Daniels and AJ, and he drove a wedge right between them.
And there you see the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. And ladies and gentlemen, if you've never seen this man compete, you're in for a treat. This match, I think we can say right now it's probably going to be an instant classic, if it's any shades of what it was 4 years ago.
Stiff, stern, very tough test for the TNA World Heavyweight Champion with 2 challengers tonight at Turning Point.
And Mike, I agree that it's a stiff, tough test for AJ Styles here tonight against 2 competitors coming after his title. But I think AJ Styles welcomes that test. I believe that AJ is trying to prove a point here in TNA, trying to prove a point to the wrestling world. He's the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, and he deserves it. And I think he's got a golden opportunity to prove it right here.
When you become World Heavyweight Champion, you realize that you're going to be targeted. And that's been the case for the phenomenal one. Everything from the sneak attacks to also now the realization setting in that it is time for him to face 2 challengers. And that close-up look at the face of the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe, told me that he feels that his manipulation, even though he may deny that word, he feels it's worked to perfection. We're going to send it to the 6-sided ring. The man who's going to set the stage for our Turning Point main event, JB Jeremy Borash.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for 1 fall and is for the TNA Heavyweight Championship of the world. When the bell rings, the man in charge, TNA official Mr. Slick Johnson. And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from Universal Studios, Orlando, Florida, it's time for your Turning Point main event of the evening. A rematch, 4 years in the making. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the combatants. First of all, standing in the corner to my right. He weighed in this morning at 224 pounds and comes to us from the City of Angels. He is challenger number 1. This is Daniels. And now, introducing challenger number 2. Standing in the corner to my left, he weighed in this morning at 280 pounds and comes to us from the Isle of Samoa. He is challenger number 2, the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing, standing to my right, he weighed in this morning at 215 pounds and comes to us from Gainesville, Georgia. He is the current reigning and defending TNA heavyweight champion of the world, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
TNA World Heavyweight Championship match, our Turning Point main event, the 3-way bout, and AJ Styles has his work cut out for him.
Well, that's what it's all about right there. That's what it's all about, the TNA World Heavyweight title. If you don't want that title and you're in this company, you need to leave. That's what it's about, being the top dog.
There you see the championship belt being shown to the 2 challengers. And finally, the defending champion. First pin, first submission to decide it, and here we go. There's the opening bell. We can just feel the tension as we see Daniels take,
Wow, a little sucker punch there.
The cheap shot at AJ, and then I was gonna question whether there might be alliances or allegiances here, and I think we got that answered right off the bat. Daniels with the shot for Joe. Joe missing the clothesline. AJ there to follow up.
I don't blame Daniels for doing what he did, trying to get ahead of the playing field here. But our champion dropping Daniels and now going to town on Joe.
AJ, after the shoulder blocks in the corner, sends Joe for a ride. Back first into the turnbuckles, goes airborne, and wrapped the arm right around the head and neck of Samoa Joe, and then just decked Daniels with the big right.
Yeah, well, there used to be a tight bond and friendship there. I guess that's gone. Oh, the spirit of competition. That'll bring the best and worst out of anyone.
AJ gets nailed in the corner as Joe leaves his feet to connect with the enziguri. Goes over for a kick to Daniels to keep him down, and then follows up with a series of rights.
A quick snap mare, and then chop right to the spine, low round kick to the chest. Watch Daniels! Jumping leg lariat, dropping Joe.
Just when Joe got that momentum rolling against AJ, got cut off by Daniels.
So watch your back, Chris.
Daniels measures Samoa Joe, but instead gets rolled up by AJ.
Well, I think it's, in my opinion, it's in AJ Styles' best interest to try and get a win as quick as possible here. He's got the target on his back because he being AJ Styles is the champ.
Drop down off the leapfrog, and Daniels that time one step ahead of the champ, pointing to his head, how he outsmarted AJ by hooking the ropes and then gets caught with the drop kick.
Great extension in the middle of the body of AJ Styles and that drop kick, and there it is again.
Back-to-back drop kicks, first for Daniels, then for Samoa Joe. Turns it in AJ's favor, and the champ goes back to the basics with the side headlock.
Side headlock, nice. Tight side headlock, and I don't know, maybe Daniels can do some sort of a back suplex here or try to counter maybe into a top wrist lock.
Makes his way back up to his feet.
Wow, look at that.
AJ able to kick off of Joe, sending him back down to the arena floor, and at the same time almost end up with the pin on Daniels, who
I don't know who
quickly reversed it.
I don't know who used who in that situation there.
Well, Joe just momentarily hooked the leg of AJ, and that was the difference maker.
Yeah, Joe knocked AJ off stride. And that was right across the top, almost like a hot shot by Joe on Daniels. Now Daniels getting worn out here by Samoa Joe.
See Daniels trying to cover up in the corner. Those punches, kicks, the strikes of the Samoan submission machine.
Rapid fire beatdown by Samoa Joe.
Caught him with rights, caught him with lefts, and then you see the headbutt, and he just punted AJ right in the ribs.
Yeah, that's not a basic stomp. Punt is the word you use, Mike, and you are on point. Oh, look at that running high knee.
Big knee.
That'll jack your jaw real quick.
That could be a knockout blow, and you can see Daniels trying to clear the cobwebs, and
those round kicks loosen up the quad.
Joe just dissecting the legs and then rolls through beautifully.
Into that leg bar. Tremendous by Joe. He's just warming up, man. Joe's warming up, but watch AJ.
The total concentration on Daniels comes back to haunt Joe because of the three-way matches. AJ connects and goes for a quick pin, but barely gets one, if that.
I wouldn't want to be the left leg of Daniels. That thing between Joe kicking it with round kicks and now AJ. My man's going to have a Charlie horse around that hamstring region.
One of those things is Daniels is now out on the floor, maybe try and get the blood flowing back into the legs, but at the same time, you can't be outside this match for too long because it might get decided by the other two.
Yeah, too much size there by Joe. AJ not able to suplex it. Well, I guess he was. He waited for the momentum shift. And then AJ capitalized on the momentum where Joe tried to do the suplex.
Yeah, used it to his advantage. Very smart move by Styles, the champ, and as Daniels tries to get back into play, he gets met by a forearm as AJ's attention is turned back to Joe.
I'm impressed early going here with AJ Styles as the champion. He's shown a lot of poise. He's picking his spots, taking his time. Look at this. Inverted Indian deathlock into a back bridge.
And then the chin lock added to the bridge as well.
You gotta watch your abdomen here or something of that. Hey, that's what I'm saying. You're exposed when you're in that situation, Mike, when it's a three-way match.
Certainly one of the pitfalls of the three-way is that total focus or concentration that can come back to haunt you.
Oh, nice drop toe hold real quick by Daniels.
Then floats over and takes the knee.
So much for being buddies, huh?
Put it right on the back of the head and then the knee drop.
A little disrespectful to the champ.
Daniels got his offense figured out, working on the upper body, the head of the champion.
Well, we're seeing I guess a ruthless style of Daniels coming out. TNA World Heavyweight title is on the line. Can't blame Daniels for amping up his game.
Daniels cranks on the neck, but sees Joe coming at him. Able to improv and catch Joe with the drop kick and then slam AJ on top of Joe.
Daniels in control of both champion and the other challenger. Maybe he's going for a Boston Crab here. Look at this.
How about a dual submission? Cranking with the chin lock.
Are you kidding me?
Camel clutch style on Samoa Joe while he's got the Boston Crab. The double leg submission on AJ gives up the crab. Because you think Joe bit his fingers?
I think Joe did. I was too busy watching that very innovative maneuver by Daniels, but I think Joe was able to bite. I think that's what he did.
Certainly the way that Daniels is favoring his hand and figure, you would think so. Caught AJ off guard with the forearm shot. Goes to do the same thing for Joe, but Joe was prepared and ready for him.
Yeah, nasty, nasty Uranagi out of that corner by the Samoan submission machine. With Joe now paintbrushing the face of the champion.
Just skidding the boot repeatedly across the face of AJ, and here comes Joe!
Oh, man, showing no regard, Joe is, of Daniels or AJ Styles. Those are just graphic, violent boots to the face.
Full speed strikes by Joe to both Styles and Daniels, and gonna do the same thing here to Daniels that he did to AJ earlier. Chop to the back, kick to the chest, and then caught AJ coming in. Here comes Joe.
Oh, look at that. Drop kick, and I think he ended up doing a senton right on Daniels. That's pretty cool.
Just gotta love the innovativeness and the ingenuity of the competitors in this three-way TNA World Heavyweight Championship match. How about Joe able to adapt? Daniels was in his way. He came charging, but then AJ saw him coming, and AJ caught him with the kick.
Like an excellent champion does, one step ahead of the challenger. I think AJ was baiting Joe to do something, and Joe met that high kick by AJ Styles. Wow.
Big time shots in the corner by the champ. Daniels puts on the brakes, and he caught AJ off guard that time with the forearm that was perfectly placed. AJ able to catch Daniels, who went to run the ropes. Suplex over. Daniels crashes on the back of his head.
Look at Styles, look at AJ. Oh.
Slingshot out, Joe moves out of the way. And
oh man, he kicked out the legs. Joe kicked out the
suicide dive by Daniels as Joe was concentrating on AJ. That gave Daniels the opening. Went flying straight through and took down Joe.
Daniels, out of all three of these men, I gotta give you, in my view, I think looks the most impressive. It's close, at least three men right now tonight.
First pin, first submission to decide it. Who's gonna become TNA World Heavyweight Champion? Daniels with the chop to the chest. Goes for the split leg moonsault. AJ catches Daniels, and Joe takes advantage, caught him with the chop first. And
got a rear naked choke. Joe's got a rear naked choke. What the hell?
Oh, AJ with the Fosbury flop over the top. Pulling out all the moves tonight. Things we haven't seen from AJ in several years.
Well, that's what I call it, phenomenal.
Crowd here at Turning Point, so respectfully watching this great competition. Really got into it. Flop, and AJ goes for the cover, and oh, that close.
Awesome match. You're not kidding, folks. This thing is kick-ass.
Exchange of strikes, open hand slap by Joe. And then AJ answers, able to snap off that head scissors.
Yeah, Joe now doesn't know where he's at.
AJ with the forearms in the corners, but able to move out of the way. Shove Daniels right into Joe, then just slam him down.
Watch AJ, watch AJ, look at this!
My God. Climbs right up the back of Daniels, connects with Joe, and when Daniels turns around, AJ, hurricane run off the springboard.
Outstanding, here goes a cover, here goes a cover.
Might do it. Could he keep the title? No.
Smart by AJ, trying to get a win off of that insane springboard.
To me, the innovativeness of this match, the ability of these three competitors to change up their offense has really been the story, because all three are so familiar with each other.
Absolutely, they're all picking their spots at the right time. Picking it, they're being patient, being very patient.
Daniels stacking him up in the corner. Caught Joe with that chop when AJ ducked out of the way. Here he comes right at Styles, and
there we go for a monkey flip here.
Oh, monkey flipped him right into Joe. Takes him up and then just he threw him down right on top of Daniels.
Styles is done. Joe's gonna get him. Joe knows he's got him. Joe's got him.
The ferociousness of Joe, power Powerbomb right into the pin. No!
Look at that.
Pulls him over instead. Gonna go submission since he only got the 2 count.
That's another level of a Boston Crab, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that into the STF.
Crossface applied, leg grapevine at the same time.
Yep, step over toe hold face lock. That's an STF. And AJ's got to try and get to the bottom rope. We saw this past Thursday on Impact.
Sure did. We saw it on Impact, and you can see AJ still got a ways to go to get the rope break. And oh, that's a smart move by Styles to shift his weight and swing his hips over so that he can make contact with the ropes.
Well said, Professor. That's exactly what happened.
Kick by Joe takes Daniels at least momentarily out of play, and that's smart because now it boils down to just him and AJ. Snapped it off, slam right into the pin, and no!
Daniels back in the ring here. Can Daniels do something offensively? He's bringing it.
Series of shots, the clubbing blows to the back, and Joe's ready for him when he came flying off the ropes.
That's a big boy you're running into there.
Daniels able to adapt in mid-move.
We're going Dragon Sleeper. Got a dragon. Look at this.
Then takes AJ up and drives him right down onto the top of Joe, and you have to appreciate that.
Oh, I do. 1, 2, oh!
Gonna go for the cover on Joe.
He can get it here. Again, to reiterate, if Daniels was to pin Joe there, Daniels would be the new TNA heavyweight champion.
That's what it boils down to. First pin, first submission to decide it.
You don't have to beat the champion to be the champion.
AJ slowly up in the corner. Full speed ahead. Daniels with the knee right into the chest. Oh, Death Valley driver out of the corner. Pin, leg hook. Got him. Oh, no!
Don't get frustrated now, Daniels. Stay in the zone, kid. Stay in the zone.
And Daniels has been in the zone this entire match. As you pointed out earlier, in your mind, he has been the most impressive of the 3 men.
And that's a stretch, you know what I mean? I don't mean no disrespect to AJ or Joe at all in that. Look at AJ here.
AJ able to counter twice the suplex attempts, and then suplex over and then drop down directly out of the suplex.
Almost like a neck breaker kind of from AJ to Daniels. Yeah, Daniels is in a bad way here. Both men are down. Joe, I believe, is on the outside of the ring.
Joe outside, able to regroup here, and at the same time, keep his eyes on the action. And Joe able to roll back in just as AJ gets back up to his feet.
You get met by a right hand and a bunch of body shots, and here comes AJ Styles. Oh, man. Look at this. Good God. Oh, man, he's done. If Joe can get a cover on AJ, I think AJ's out.
A series of open hands, and there's that palm thrust by Daniels, and then the enziguri takes down Joe.
How the hell is AJ up? How tough is this guy, man?
Phenomenal recovery for Styles.
Yeah, pun intended.
Pele to the top of the head.
I love the Pele. I don't think Daniels does.
Daniels down. Samoa Joe down. Opening is there for Styles, but he's spent. He used up so much energy, Taz.
Yeah, it's hard for him to capitalize. What a match this is. I feel like I'm saying this every segment. Match after match. Here comes Joe.
AJ, shoulder block, outside in. Follows through, diving headbutt, and then discus clothesline for Daniels.
God almighty, what a match. AJ just bringing it. How bad does AJ want to hang on to his title here tonight?
And how bad did Daniels and Samoa Joe want to take that gold away? Great competition that we're witnessing. Elevation over, and Daniels goes down to the floor. Springboard! Incoming flying forearm. Pin. Here it is. Here's 2.
He's got him all. Are we even going to crown a winner here tonight? I mean, this is just insanity. Right to the eyes with a thumb. Nothing fancy there.
Oh, Joe's shortcut is answered. AJ pin, no!
Joe able to just inch a shoulder out. Joe looks spent. Joe's got a lot more size on his body than AJ and Daniels, so fatigue might be setting in for Samoa Joe.
Joe able to dig down deep, reverse it. Shoots AJ off into the corner, but Styles catches it with an elbow.
Oh, man.
Flip over.
This guy
Drop
is
down
flawless.
inverted DDT.
One.
Here's two.
I'm telling you, AJ Styles is straight up flawless. Watch
Daniels
out.
caught with an elbow, gonna go to the move again. Inverted DDT, but it cost him because Daniels was prepared. And he just caught him out of nowhere. Last right.
See Samoa Joe not saving AJ Styles. Samoa Joe trying to save a chance for himself to win the TNA heavyweight title.
So often we see the Angel's wings from Daniels. We saw the last rights instead. Up in the crucifix here, the elbow's able to stop Joe.
Big
That's
time.
impressive.
Big time German suplex. This late, this point in the match.
To be able to have that much strength left to take 300 pounds up and over like that.
In a textbook fashion too. Oh man.
Daniels crouched up on that top rope. Joe senses a weakness, going to go for that muscle buster. He does. New champion here with the pin. One, two, AJ desperation save. It paid off.
Near fall after near fall after near fall. Straight up excitement and exuberance. I dare you to find.
It's a good way to put it. This is wrestling.
Wrestling like this anywhere, man. Look at it.
Joe rolls through. Rolling AJ.
Joe ends up on top. Joe's got the pin.
Did he get him? No. AJ powered out with his legs.
That'll make you dizzy too for both men. All those revolutions.
Yeah, you can sense it as AJ gets to his feet. He's wobbly. The spin kick, for being wobbly, the spin kick was perfect. It was on target.
Well, Joe was wobbly, and now Joe's down.
You can see AJ shaking his head as well. Joe down, Daniels down, Styles' attention turned to Joe. Gonna go for the Styles clash here. Left himself open to get kicked in the back of the head by Daniels.
Major League jumping enziguri by Daniels. And it looks like now, Daniels, I think Daniels wants to try and get Joe out of the ring.
That's a sliding drop kick style.
Again, from that dragon. That try for the last rights didn't work.
Block. Double underhook. Might go for Angel's wings here. Trying to beat him in his own game. Instead, the roll through. Daniels follows up out of that. Jackknife. He gets the pin. Countered by Styles. He's going to go for the Styles clash and beat AJ with his own move. And Joe caught him with the super kick. Oh, spectacular series of offense from these three.
All right, you were here 4 years ago. Is this meeting up to that level these guys did it 4 years ago, or what?
This is matching it, and then add in the TNA World Heavyweight Championship at stake. This baby is delivering the hype, everything that we talked about in anticipation, and it has delivered big time. Stack him up in the corner. AJ fights out with a punch that dazed Joe, and then they go high-low to take him down.
Look at that.
Haven't seen them work together very often in this match, but that time they used the high-low.
Low sweep in the clothesline.
It's a move I remember that when they were tag team partners that they used years and years ago.
Well, hold on here.
Mutual respect. Daniels went for the shot instead.
Well, you sucker punch AJ earlier, Daniels. It didn't happen there.
Styles taken out to the apron, and how about Daniels, the way that he just slid through to follow up so that he wouldn't be at a disadvantage inside.
Daniels is so quick and crafty, man, I'm telling you. What the hell is this? Oh my God, this is dangerous.
And they leave themselves open as well here.
No.
Daniels fighting off AJ's attempt.
Watch Joe here. What's he up to?
Oh my God, a shot with the chop.
Chop. Another muscle buster? No. Oof.
Daniels able to avoid the muscle buster. STO judo takedown. Does he have anything left in the tank? Motions the corner like he could be going for the BME. That's what it is. Best moonsault ever. He nailed it.
Springboard, AJ.
Springboard 450 by
this match on a star system, 5 stars being the best. This was 15 freaking, maybe 20 stars. Holy God. I've called a lot of matches in my day, my friend. That was simply amazing. Holy smokes.
Phenomenal performance by the TNA World Heavyweight Champion, and quite honestly, both of the competitors, both of his challengers rather, as well, as we take another look.
Yeah, I mean, look, the stage was set here. The stage was set. 2 big-time nasty competitors coming for AJ Styles Championship. This match, Mike, in my opinion, could have went either way, either 3-way. Really could have. Somehow AJ won it.
On a spectacular night of wrestling delivered by TNA. Samoa Joe used the power game against Daniels. Drop kick AJ out to the floor. Boy, this highlight package just gets better by the minute, doesn't it?
Oh, this has been a show in itself. I mean, it was move after move, near fall after near fall. It was just, look at this. Oh,
Fosbury flop. AJ brought that one out of the playbook. Haven't seen it in several years.
That still wasn't enough for AJ to get the win. I thought this thing was leaning towards Daniels winning this. Look at this. How about this? Into the powerbomb. Into the, oh man, just sickness, craziness. Just a, go on forever.
Dragon sleeper. At the same time, he used AJ against Joe. Pele rocked Daniels.
Just an awe-inspiring match. Awe-inspiring matchup by all 3 of these awesome, great competitors here in TNA.
AJ went for that inverted DDT the second time and paid the price. Here was the muscle push by Joe on Daniels.
I think he hit 2 of them on the right. I can't even remember.
AJ was there to make the save and keep the title at that point. BME, followed by AJ springboard 450, and he climbed on top and got the pin.
Just a monumental moment for our champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
There it is, the TNA World Heavyweight Championship belt. Daniels obviously disappointed, but also upset. But think about it. Daniels was not defeated in this match. And on a spectacular night of wrestling, AJ Styles, he beat the odds, he beat the numbers, and he's the TNA World Heavyweight Champion.